It's rally time, everybody. You guys ready? You beautiful Patriots. You guys ready?
Rally on.
Oh, welcome Q Army. Share this, because we're going to bring the booms. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's right, Shady. You did it. You got it. How about you guys? Let me hear the booms. You are witnessing and watching the systematic destruction of the old guard. We've got a President Donald J. Trump rally. I'm so excited. So excited. I got my popcorn and my confetti. Every day we fight this seriously crazy old guard, Shady. I don't know. Let me just get you in here, Mr. Shady Groove. How are you today? My partner Injustice, they're already attacking the stream. I love it.
Well, who would have thought they would do that? Welcome, Patriots. It's Saturday. It's rally day. Tulsa is on fire. You guys are on fire. I love winning alongside wonderful Patriots.
Nah, 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 nah.
I hope everybody's doing well.
Nah. Hey, Q. You like it? Winning every day. We got our beautiful mods out there. We got Rocket Girl that just only said hi to you, not me. Jackie. Pseudonym says, we'll do it live. F it, Shady. We're going to do it live.
We do it live.
Hey, cutie. And Sparky's out there. We got Alice out there. Mike P.
Come on, babe.
We got Q dropped. We got Rally Day, Q drops. So we're going to quickly cruise over to those Q drops, Shady.
What's up, Vincent? Hey, guys.
Vincent's out there? Oh, dude. Kiwi Patriot in the house. LK Dark Delight, my brother. Okay. How are you, sir? Oh my gosh! So we got some Q drops.
What a day, man! How long has it been? Like 3 months since we were able to stream a rally.
Oh my gosh! I know, right?
I feel like I'm deprived.
Deprived?
Yeah.
Deprived.
Yeah.
Deprived.
I feel like the COVID stole our rallies.
The COVIDs, the COVIDs, the deep state faking the COVID. God. Okay, let's just say this. It's a shame that anybody died from this disease, but our president did the right thing, folks. He stopped the flights from China. And they called him a xenophobe. They called him a racist. When that didn't work,
and they said he had to do he didn't do anything later.
And their models were projecting over 2 million deaths. And thank God, one death is too many, folks. Let's just be straight up. One death is too many. But there's what? Less than 200, 150, less than. So guys, we're so very blessed. Very blessed. So I don't know, Shady. It could have been a lot worse what they were saying, right?
Well, from my perspective, he saved 1.9 million people from dying.
So he saved 1.9 million lives, guys, according to their own numbers.
And let's also remember that he was the only one that said that we should close down travel to China.
Our man Mac is out there, Shady.
Hey, Mac.
Mac's out there. We got Turpine out there. We got Janine, we got Kathy. How are you, Kathy? The MSM calls Trump lots of names. That's right. Orange Man bad. Let's get into it real quick.
PC.
So we've got our eye open right here. This is Pence. He is just exiting the stage. I'm going to get over to our alert system over here to when POTUS does actually come on. But I think we've got some time. He's never on time, Shady. I don't know. I know somebody kind of just like that. Do you? That's kind of late all the time, like POTUS. They have a nickname for that guy. What's his name? intheMatrixxx? Is that what they call him? I love you guys. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Whoa, isn't that a song? I'm so excited. Okay, I'm done.
All right. We need to get the music in the background if we're going there.
We're gonna get the music. Shady loves when I speak. I just really quick, we'll get into the Q drops, but I wanted to show you this. This is 1 year Delta, Shady. This is a 1 year Delta. I was at the Trump rally in Orlando with Mama Matrix, with JT Wild, and met many numerous fans. And this guy was saying there was a smattering of QAnon with their designer flip-flops and cargo pants. Let's watch a little bit of this real quick, guys.
Or some vision for the future. There were a lot of people there, classic Florida. There were a little bit of a smattering of QAnon. There were people wearing their formal flip-flops and their.
That was me, by the way.
Exactly 4 years ago this week, I announced my campaign for President of the United States. And it turned out to be more than just a political campaign. It turned out to be
all right, here we go.
Political
Trump,
movement.
go!
It's a political movement, guys.
Hey! Where we go one, we go all! Q!
Q? Shady, Q?
In the Matrix of 3x's.com.
There he's the loud
Q.
guy.
Hey, how you doing? You're a Rothschild, just so you know.
He didn't
What's
know.
What's up, everybody? hey! Q! Where we go one? We go all. Yeah, Q!
So this is a year ago, Shady, and about a third of the people knew who Q was.
You guys know him.
And about a third of those people knew who I was.
You guys know Matrix?
I've seen a lot
I'm in the Matrix. How you doing? On Twitter with 3 X's. Because the truth is not safe for work.
It's not.
How you doing?
The truth is not safe for work.
Where we go one, we go all.
Make America great
Oh,
again.
there's Mama Matrix.
Q. Do you know
There
Q?
she is.
Oh, there's a Q.
She knows Q.
Q. Anybody know Q? Do you know In the Matrix of 3x's.com?
He sent me.
Damn glad to meet you.
Q sent me.
I'm in the Matrix, guys. Thank you.
No shit.
Yes. Nice to meet you, brother.
Camaroo.
How you doing? Nice to meet you too. In the Matrix of 3x's.com.
And we only get 10,000 views on YouTube,
Army.
Shady.
Woo! Yes. Who knows Q? Who knows Q? Yes. Where we go one?
We go all.
Yes, I'm in the Matrix of 3x's.
Yeah.
How you doing? Anybody know him? Get him on Twitter.
See, I'm trying to gauge to see who
All
knows
right,
who and
all right.
what. It's amazing.
Who knows Q? Where we
Well-
go one?
There, he knows Q.
We go all. In the Matrix of 3x's.com.
There you go.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you. Hey, how you guys doing? Q. Who knows Q?
I know T.
No, that's true. That's good. That's Q plus.
It's
Who
Q
knows
plus,
Q?
Shady.
Anybody? Anybody? I'm in the Matrix with 3 X's. How you guys doing? Hello, hello.
You're in the Matrix.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
See?
Hey, everybody. Where we go one, we go all. Do you guys know In the Matrix on Twitter?
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, I love you.
Thank you. I love,
love you too.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Hi, I'm in the Matrix with 3 X's.
So this is just a 1 year Delta, guys. That's why
thank
we're
you
kind
so
of
much.
playing a
God
little bit of
bless
this.
God bless you.
You guys are going to be on the internet.
Awesome.
Famous. Who knows Q? Who knows Q?
No.
In the Matrix at 3x's.com.
Thank you, firefighters.
I'm in the Matrix. Nice to meet you guys. Love you. Much love. Much love. Much love. There's my Q. There it is, brother. Do you know In the Matrix?
Yes, sir.
I'm in the Matrix.
Oh, awesome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Make
That guy
America
was
great again.
amazing.
Where we go one, we go all. Who knows Q?
baby.
I'm in the Matrix.
I follow you.
Hi, I follow you probably. Give me hugs, because we do hugs here. All right, we're in the Matrix. Who
I
knows
love you
Q?
guess.
Who knows Q?
Pre-COVID activity.
Where we go
Look
one,
at it,
we
I
go
didn't get
all is
sick,
what
Shady.
It's all about, guys. Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you, guys. Q, there he is. Do you know In the Matrix at 3X's? I'm in the Matrix at 3X's on Twitter. Check me out, okay?
All right.
All right, check my YouTube show out.
I know Q.
Do you-
I have a sticker on my car.
Nice. You know
That's
In the
right.
Matrix at 3X's on Twitter.
Not yet.
I don't know about that.
Get the check.
Yeah, awesome.
That's
All right,
okay.
guys. In the Matrix at 3X's. How you doing? Who
JT
knows
just
Q?
called me
Where
a
we
couple
go
times.
one?
He was calling me. So my camera
go
kept
all.
going out.
Where we go one, we go all, guys. Who knows Q? Yes, give me some fives right there.
There you
Where
go.
we go one, we go all. Q and on, check them out. Oh my God.
If you could give me a shout out on there, it'd be great. I have my Instagram on there.
And what's your name?
It's who is QAnon on Instagram.
Who is
Who is
QAnon on
QAnon
Instagram? Right
on
here,
Instagram,
guys.
guys.
This is the guy.
All
Much
right.
love, brother. Thank you. Who knows Q? In the Matrix at 3x's.com and on Twitter.
Q
All
sent
right.
us.
Q sent me. Right. Guys, much love to you guys. Where we go one, we go all, guys. Where we go one, we go all. Who knows Q? You guys know Q yet? Hashtag QAnon in the Matrix at 3x's.com because the truth is not safe for work.
Yeah, you say
There it
all
is.
lives matter. You can
What's
get
up, guys?
fired nowadays,
Free thinker
Shady.
right there. Q, how you doing? I'm in the Matrix with 3x's. Yes, how you doing?
Man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you. Who is P? Do you know who P is?
I don't know.
Peyseurs, right? We know. We know it's the Peyseurs, guys, right?
In the Matrix, man.
I am.
I've heard you many a time.
I am. I'm in the Matrix. Yes. How you guys doing? God bless you guys. Where we go one? That's right. Where we go one, we go all in the Matrix.
What do
Right
you think
here.
of this, guys? Pretty cool.
Fabulous.
I'm gonna
fans.
forward it a little bit
I love
here.
you. Without you guys,
Let me just see
I
where
wouldn't
I
be.
wanna
Check
go.
out my YouTube too. I don't know if you've seen my show.
I've been listening to you.
In the Matrix with 3x's. Yeah.
Here we go.
So
Wanted
cute.
to just
Do you know In the Matrix with 3?
forward this up a little bit.
See, everybody, come on.
There's JT.
Hey guys, who's tired of winning? I'm not tired. No, me either. Never tired. You know
I'm tired
QAnon?
from winning, Shady.
Look up QAnon. Hashtag QAnon. Hashtag QAnon. Yes, RSBN, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Hey guys, how you doing? Are you guys tired of winning? Nope. Tired of winning yet? Never. Are you tired of winning? I'm not tired of winning, ever. All right, guys.
Hey, what was your Twitter handle again?
In the Matrix at 3x's.com and Twitter. Because the truth is not safe for work. How you doing? You guys know Q? Do you guys know Q yet? All right, QAnon, look them up. We need your generation to
Yes.
wake up with us. Hey guys, it's a great awakening. Woo! All right. That guy should sell Q hats. He would make a fortune.
All right, this is the part I wanted to show you guys. There's JT. JT Wild. Bloomer. No, what's her name again? I forget.
All right. So we got handcuffs for Hillary. We're looking for Wiener's laptop answers in
We're not
Q.
looking for it.
Wow.
The New York City
We have
police,
it all, don't we?
The New York City police detectives have that.
We have it all. How you
Except for the
doing?
one that just died last week by suicide after
Two of 'em.
38 years.
Two of them.
was it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now
Nice.
it's like 6
I'm
or
Dan
something.
Ray.
Shady.
I'm deplorable, and I don't know nothing about Twitter, but I'm on Facebook.
Do you guys know the song "Where We Go, When We Go All" by
Oh, yeah.
JT Wild?
She's my Q source.
Your
for-
Q source. All
You
right.
like my sign? Is that a
I
pretty good
love
sign?
it. I love it.
Trump's seen this sign 5 times now. I
Nice.
live in West Palm Beach.
Where we go, when we go all. Right? Yes. You guys know Q?
No.
All right. QAnon. Hashtag Q. QAnon. Dump Trump? Hell no. I love it. I love it. You're looking very beautiful today with your Trump sachet. What do they call that? Right? Love it. Love it.
Miss Trump herself.
All right. All right. Hashtag QAnon. In the Matrix at 3x's.com because the truth is not safe for work. How you doing? All right. Yay. They call us deplorable.
Oh, I can't do that.
Oh, you're gonna do the sign.
Can't do
you're
the
gonna make
sign.
fun
They're
of.
gonna call him out, right? All right, let's watch this. Then we'll get into the show, guys. I just wanted to show you this 1 year Delta. We love the name, don't we, guys? Press 17 if you love the name Deplorable. 17s, guys. Let me see it.
A batch of greed and money to spare. They put the dollars in the coffers and the lies in the air. Where we go one, we go all. I won't push you down, you won't let me fall. One day for sure we will stand tall.
Where we go one.
We go all.
Yeah, JT. Love that
Who's
guy.
sick of winning?
Oh,
Anybody?
who's tired?
Who's tired of winning? Nobody, right? Who knows Q? You guys know QAnon? QAnon,
Look.
yes. Who knows Q? Where we go one, we go all. Yes, QAnon. You guys know who In the Matrix on Twitter is?
Yes! In the Matrix.
That's me. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Yes, ma'am.
I love your
I love you. I love you. Thank you. And remember we talking about Mama Matrix.
There's Mama Matrix.
There
she is, guys. She was
That's
like
my
more of a
mama.
star, Shady.
Hi, how are you?
I'm like, hey,
God bless
wait.
you guys.
Where's
Thank
everybody
you.
going, Shady?
Woo! Where we go
We're going
one?
to hang with Mama Matrix.
Yeah!
I love it.
That's it.
What a great time. 1 year ago today, guys. That's why we're showing this 1 year Delta.
Deplorable, and we love the name. Got the bodies in the dirt, needing someone
And
to blame.
we got
A patch of
my
green
Parkland friend
and
Anna.
money to spare.
Anna's gonna
We
be
put
on the
dollars
picture
in
here.
the
I met her a
coffers
year
and
ago
lies in
today,
the
guys.
air. Where we go
Amazing.
one, we go all. I won't push you down, you won't let me fall. One day for sure we will stand tall. Where we go one, we go all. We are the Patriots. We trust the plan because we have it all, and that fate is in our hands.
These people were awesome.
Fool us, but we didn't take the bait.
Heard of In the Matrix
We watch,
before?
oh yeah, we watch your videos.
You watch the
on
videos, and here's
YouTube.
a handsome dude right here.
We got our
So-
cue right here, baby.
We hug here, so.
Make America
I love you so
great.
much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
God bless you guys. So it
This
was
is like almost meeting the president.
Oh my God, no way.
Q plus is much higher than me. I'm just just a guy on Twitter,
Awesome.
right?
This is
But
so cool.
Take us to
yeah,
hell, but we got guns at the gate. Where we go one, we go
So that's the fake news. I went right down by the fake news, guys.
One day for sure we will stand tall. Where we go one.
to the Sea of MAGA hats.
There they
You
are.
guys know who Q is yet?
Women for
You
Trump.
guys know QAnon yet?
Yes,
Hear
there's
them all?
yes, QQ.
All right.
We taught a lot of people who Q was at this rally.
You guys know who Q is? You guys know QAnon? You do? Do you know In the Matrix yet? On Twitter? In the Matrix, that's me.
Oh, is it you?
Yes. Yeah, how you doing? 90,000 followers on Twitter. Yeah, man. Getting the word out. Love you guys. Much love. How you guys doing?
Much love.
Hello, hello.
Okay, looks
Where
like
we
we
go
got our
one, we go
president coming
one.
on.
Right? You guys know that, right?
See, there he is,
Where we
guys.
go
Here we
one.
go. I don't know if I can play the song though.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna let this go for a minute.
Much love. Everyone.
I can't play the song
Just don't know.
because the stage is set. Sing it, guys. This should be the song. POTUS coming out. Oh, for a conspiracy. Come on, guys.
One last lie. We know who they are. and
Look at
we
that.
got 'em
There's
in
our president,
sights.
Shady.
Our knowledge is power. They're running for the hills. If the law don't get 'em, then we the people will.
Where we go, one, guys.
We
go
go
on.
all. I won't push you down. Won't let me
There's our
fall.
president.
One
My
day
God.
for sure
Look at this
we
rally,
will
folks.
stand tall. Where we go one. Where we go one. We go all. I won't push you down. Won't let me fall. One day for sure we will stand tall. Where we go one. We go all.
Come on, guys. Ooh. There you go, guys. Wow. And here comes our president. Let me just check the sound here. Oh, they have the sound off. Okay. So here we are. We're waiting for our president. Looks like a little bit bigger of a turnout, Shady.
Yeah, it looks like they're quite active over there.
I mean, you know, Biden had a lot of people. I think he had 6 squares with only 3 squares attended.
Oh, yeah, 3 out of 6. He got
Three.
it 50%.
He got a 50% turnout, so he got 3 out of 6 people. There's our president.
Wow, there he is.
Wow. So look at that packed crowd, guys. Look at that. Text fight to 88022. Here we go, guys. All right, folks. This is the President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
Expect fireworks.
Q, Q, Q. The volume is very low on this. Oh, my God.
So we begin, Oklahoma, we begin. Thank you, Oklahoma. And thank you to Vice President Mike Pence. We begin our campaign.
Wow.
Nice.
They sang a happy birthday, guys. Wow.
Yeah.
And a year ago, he started the
We begin
campaign.
our campaign. I just
or
wanna
announced the
thank all of you. You are
running for new.
warriors. I've been watching the fake news for weeks now, and everything is negative. Don't go, don't come, don't do anything. Today it was like, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it. You are warriors. Thank you. We had some very bad people outside. They were doing bad things. But I really do. I appreciate it. We have just a tremendous group of people in Oklahoma. And I hear from your two great senators and your governor that we're doing very well in Oklahoma. That's the word. I stand before you today to declare the silent majority is stronger than ever before. 5 months from now, we're going to defeat Sleepy Joe Biden. Boy, does he get a pass from these people, huh? We're going to stop the radical left. We're going to build a future of safety and opportunity for Americans of every race, color, religion, and creed. Republicans are the party of liberty, equality, and justice for all. We are the party of Abraham Lincoln, and we are the party of law and order.
Law and order. And I was born on Lincoln's birthday. So cool.
Think of what we've done. We will have close to 300 federal judges appointed and approved by the end of my first time. That's an all-time record. I've always heard how important judges are. Now we know how important they are. Think of that, over 300, around 300 by the end of the term. 300, around when we have 300 by the end of the term. We're going to have a big, big percentage of the total number. Very important. November 3rd. And 2 great Supreme Court judges. So we have 2 justices of the Supreme Court. Justice Gorsuch, Justice Kavanaugh, they're great. They're great. We have 2. And we could get a few more. Yeah, we could get a few more. We've spent over $2 trillion to completely rebuild the unmatched strength and power of the United States military. And all of that incredible equipment, whether it's submarines or missiles or rockets or jet fighters, bombers, it's all built in the USA. We passed VA choice. Thank you very much, Jim. Where's my senator? Jim Inhofe. You better vote for him. He's running. He's great. But we'll get to him and James Lankford in a second. 2 great senators. You have 2 great senators. So we passed VA choice. So if you're a veteran, for years and years, they've wanted to do it for almost 50 years. We got it done. We get a lot of things done. And so if you're a veteran and you have to wait in line for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 7 weeks, 2 months, what happens is you go outside, you get a private doctor, you get fixed up, and they pay your bill. We take care of the bill. And you get immediate service. It's never happened before. And our approval rating at the VA is now 91%. That's how good it is. Never been anywhere near that number. Never never been anywhere near that number. And VA accountability. We had a lot of bad people in the VA, people that didn't love our vets, people that were sadistic, people that stole, a lot of bad people. You couldn't get rid of them because they were, let's say it could be unions, it could be civil service, right? Let's just say. And so you couldn't get it done. That was another one. For decades and decades, they wanted to get it changed. And I got it done with those people and your congressman, who I'm going to introduce. VA accountability, and now somebody treats our veterans badly. And we look at them, and what do we say? We say, you're fired. Get out, right? Get out.
Boom.
They got rid of a lot of bad people that were there for a long time, sort of like me in Washington, draining the swamp. I never knew it was so deep, but it's happening. It's happening. I never knew it was so deep. It's deep and thick and a lot of bad characters. Thank you. We're lowering the price of prescription drugs, making our allies pay their fair share. They get a big bargain on drug prices, and enacting fair trade deals that finally, after all these years, put America first. I've been saying it for a long time. We passed the largest tax cuts in the history of our country. The Democrats want to raise your taxes. Tell me about that. Tell me about that. I guess I'm old-fashioned. You know, all my life, I heard politicians want to lower taxes, not raise them. If you could lower them, you couldn't lose. The Democrats want to substantially raise your taxes. How do you figure that? And regulation cuts, we passed more regulation cuts than any administration in the history of our country. And with the help of our great energy workers, many of them come from the great state of Oklahoma. Do you ever notice that Biden oftentimes gets the state wrong? He's in Iowa, and he says, it's good to be in Idaho. No, you're in Iowa. He's in New Hampshire. And he says, it's great to be in Ohio. No, you're in New Hampshire. That happens to him all the time. Hasn't happened to me yet. You know, when that happens, there's nothing you can do to make up for it. You might as well just walk off the stage because the speech is a disaster.
You know, and that is some truth there. It's facts. He's telling you the truth. Right?
But we just turned the United States into the dominant energy superpower of the world. And because of the Chinese virus, what happened about 3 months ago, it looked like we were in big trouble, and we were, and I got it back together. I called Russia. I called Russia. I called Saudi Arabia. And believe it or not, I called Mexico. Mexico was a little bit tough. That's called OPEC Plus. Did you ever hear of OPEC Plus? That's OPEC plus plus. And we got them to do the right thing. And we have our energy back to up almost $40 a barrel, meaning you have an energy business again. Almost $40 a barrel. A couple of months ago, it was zero, and we were going to lose 10 million energy jobs, 10 million jobs. So Texas and Oklahoma and North Dakota and many other states would have been hurt. Now, you think you're going to be hurt there? You try putting AOC in charge of your energy.
No.
That will make the pandemic look like child's play to the people in energy. She has one problem. It's called petroleum. No president or administration has done more in the first 3.5 years than the Trump administration. Not even Trump. Nobody. Our incredible success in rebuilding America stands in stark contrast to the extremism and destruction and violence of the radical left. We just saw it outside. You just saw it outside. You saw these thugs that came along. These people call them protesters. Isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful. No, they're so wonderful. They call them the Boston Tea Party. They're so wonderful. Yeah, they call them. You ever watch fake news CNN? You ever watch? Where they go?
I'm for CNN sucks, can't.
How about the CNN anchor? How about the CNN anchor? You know, did a little shave job in the head, which is fine. And he's standing in front of a building saying things are very peaceful here. And the building is, it looks like the biggest fire I've ever seen. The whole town is burning. It's like the biggest fire. And he said, things are very good here, Anderson. I think it's good.
Peaceful protests.
I think it's good. These are wonderful people, Anderson.
They're burning down our city. It's all good.
Looked like the world was coming to an end. And you know, we did something in Minneapolis. After watching for 3 or 4 days, I called. I said, you got to get out. You can't protect yourselves. I got them to take 8,000 National Guardsmen. And in 1 hour, it all ended. And they rode through the next 3 weeks with no problem. And we did the same thing in other cities. But how about Seattle? Isn't that great?
Oh.
So they take over a big chunk of a city called Seattle. I mean, we're not talking about some little place. We're talking about Seattle. Have you ever been to Seattle? They took over a big chunk, and the governor, who's radical left, all of these places I talk about are Democrat. You know that. Every one of them.
Interesting phenomena.
Every one of them. And I have an offer out. I said, anytime you want, we'll come in, we'll straighten it out in 1 hour or less. Now, I may be wrong, but it's probably better for us to just watch that disaster. I flew in with some of our great congressmen who were going to introduce in a second, and I said to him, Congressman, what do you think? I can straighten it out fast. Should we just go in? No, sir. Let it simmer for a little while. Let people see what radical left Democrats will do to our country.
Exactly.
You have to show them, guys.
But Americans have watched left-wing radicals burn down buildings, loot businesses, destroy private property, injure hundreds of dedicated police officers. These police officers, they get injured. They don't complain. They're incredible. And injure thousands upon thousands of people only to hear the radical fake news say what a beautiful rally it was. And they never talk about COVID. They don't talk about when you see 25,000 people walking down Fifth Avenue or walking down a street of a Democrat-run city. You never hear them saying, they're not wearing their mask. You don't hear them say, as they're breaking windows and running in. And then when I say the looters, the anarchists, the agitators, they say, what a terrible thing for our president to say. What a terrible thing. But you don't hear them talking about COVID. COVID. To be specific, COVID-19. That name gets further and further away from China as opposed to calling it the Chinese virus. And despite the fact that I have done a phenomenal job with it. I shut down the United States to very heavily infected, but all people from China in late January, which is months earlier than other people would have done it if they would have done it at all. I saved hundreds of thousands of lives. We don't ever get even a mention. Then I closed it down to Europe early. Closed it down because I saw what was happening. And by the way, most people said, don't do it. Don't do it. We saved hundreds of thousands of lives. And all we do is get hit on like we're terrible. And what we've done with the ventilators and with the medical equipment and with testing, you know, testing is a double-edged sword. We've tested now 25 million people. It's probably 20 million people more than anybody else. Germany's done a lot. South Korea's done a lot. They call me, they say, the job you're doing, here's the bad part. When you do testing to that extent, you're going to find more people, you're going to find more cases. So I said to my people, slow the testing down, please. They test and they test. We got tests that people don't know what's going on. We got tests. We got another one over here. The young man's 10 years old. He's got the sniffles. He'll recover in about 15 minutes. That's a case. Add up to it. That's a case. That's a case. I was actually with a very nice man, very good man, even though he's very liberal, the governor of New Jersey, right? We know him? Now listen, he said to me something that's amazing. New Jersey was very heavily hit, very hard hit, thousands of people. He said with thousands of people that died, thousands of people, there was only one person that died under the age of 18. Would you believe that? Which tells me one thing, that kids are much stronger than us. When you see a little kid running around, say, boy, oh boy, do you have a great immune system. How about a piece of your immune system? They don't even know about this. Let's open the schools, please. Open. Open the schools. We got to get them open. In the fall, we got to get them open. The unhinged left-wing mob is trying to vandalize our history, desecrate our monuments, our beautiful monuments, tear down our statues, and punish, cancel, and persecute anyone who does not conform to their demands for absolute and total control. We're not conforming. That's why we're here, actually.
We will not conform.
This cruel campaign of censorship and exclusion violates everything we hold dear as Americans. They want to demolish our heritage so they can impose their new oppressive regime in its place. They want to defund and dissolve our police departments. Think of that. You know, I heard it for the first time 2 weeks ago. I said, well, that one, I mean, they're only kidding. I said, they're not. Minneapolis, you see what's going on? They're not kidding. They got a lot of problems. They'll have a lot of problems. Hey, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and a very tough, you know, I've used the word on occasion, hombre. A very tough hombre is breaking into the window of a young woman whose husband is away as a traveling salesman or whatever he may do. And you call 911, and they say, I'm sorry, this number is no longer working. By the way, you have many cases like that, many, whether it's a young woman, an old woman, a young man, or an old man, and you're sleeping. So what are you going to do, right? So they wanted to fund. They really do. This is a serious movement. And in Minneapolis, the council's already passed it. In Seattle, you see what's going on there. It's even worse, okay? These people are stone cold crazy. They're crazy. So if you want to save your heritage, you want to save that beautiful heritage of ours. We have a great heritage. We're a great country. You are so lucky I'm president. That's all I can tell you.
Press 45 if you know you're lucky that this is your president.
People have come up to me and say, how do you take it? I say, do I have a choice? Do I have a choice? We deal with a lot of bad people, but we're winning. And every once in a while, I'll have one of these days where I'm hit left and right, like even this great event. What if you could have seen outside, or if you could have heard the reports, oh, it's COVID, it's this, by the way, it's a disease, without question, has more names than any disease in history. I can name Kung Flu. I can name 19 different versions of names.
Kung Flu.
Many call it a virus, which it is. Many call it a flu. What difference? I think we have 19 or 20 versions of the name. But they say to me, where do you get the energy? I say, I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. You know, it was interesting to show you how fake they are. You might have seen it. So last week they called me and they say, sir, West Point, we're ready. I said, oh, that's right. I have to make the commencement speech at West Point. You know, they delayed it for 6 weeks because of COVID. So they delayed it, and I went there. 1,106 cadets were graduating, and beautiful.
Q post 19 and 20 are relevant, guys. We will pull that up after the show. Very relevant.
So this is just to show you how bad the fake news is. So they say to me, sir, we're ready to go. I say, let's go. This is after saying hello to a lot of cadets, inspecting little areas of a building that was very exciting. Actually, it's beautiful, very old. Studied a lot of our great generals, some of our presidents that went there. West Point is beautiful, right on the Hudson River. But after an hour, general that runs it is a fantastic guy. After an hour, we land. We do some more inspections, and they say, sir, are you ready? Yes, I am. So we walk like the equivalent of about 3 blocks, which is fine. We go on stage, which is fine. They make speeches, then I make a speech that lasted a long time. I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, maybe longer. I don't know, but a long time. The sun is pouring down on me, okay? But they said to me before the speech, sir, would you like to salute each cadet, each single cadet, or maybe they'll be in groups of 2. Would you like to salute like this? Yes. Like this. Almost 600 times. You know what that is? 600 times! Thank God they were in 2s. Because let me tell you, you do that 600 times, you go home and you say, it's like a workout without a weight, right? 600 times. So I did that. Then the incredible helicopters, brand new, gorgeous helicopters, the Apaches and the other new ones that we just bought. So they fly over. And the kids throw the hats in the air. It's beautiful, it really is. And it was a beautiful day. And we're all finished. I was on the stage for hours. Hours! Sun, I came home, I had a nice tan. Meaning I had a nice sunburn. No, the sun's going right like that. But I make this speech, right? I salute for probably an hour and a half, maybe more, but around that. Watch, if I'm off by 2 minutes, I'll say, he exaggerated. It was only an hour and 25 minutes. He exaggerated, he lied, he's a liar. These people are sick, the fake news.
Q post 600 is future proves past, news unlocks map, Q.
So then, I finished saluting, my final salute. I said, thank goodness, thank you very much. But think of it, so essentially almost 600 times. Now, the general says, sir, are you ready? I said, I'm ready, General. Where are we going now? You have to understand, I left early in the morning to get there. Now it's sort of late in the afternoon. A lot of these fakers were with us, so they know. He said, sir, we can now leave the stage. I said, great, General, let's go. I'll follow you. And he goes like this, right here, sir. I'll walk on. And the stage was higher than this one. And the ramp was probably 10 yards long. I say, General, now you got to understand, I have the whole Corps of Cadets looking at me. And I want them to love their president. I did this big thing. I love them. I love them. They're incredible. And they do. I said, General, I've got myself a problem, General. Because I'm wearing leather bottom shoes, which is good if you're walking on flat surfaces. It's not good for ramps. And if I fall down, look at all those press back there. Look at that. And this was a steel ramp. You all saw it because everybody saw it. This was a steel ramp. It had no handrail. It was like an ice skating rink. And I said, General, I have a problem. And he didn't understand that at first. I said, there's no way. You understood? I just saluted almost 600 times. I just made a big speech. I sat for other speeches. I'm being baked. I'm being baked like a cake. I said,
thank you,
General,
bakers.
there's no way I can make it down that ramp without falling on my ass, General. I have no railing. Sure. It's true. So I said, is there like something else around? Sir, the ramp is ready to go. Grab me, sir. Grab me. I didn't really want to grab him. You know why? Because I said, that'll be a story too. So now I have a choice. I can stay up there for another couple of hours and wait till I'm rescued. Or I can go down this really steep, really, it's an ice skating rink. It's brutal. So I said, General, get ready because I may grab you so fast. Because I can't fall with the fake news watching. If I fall, I remember when President Ford fell out of the plane, you remember? I remember when another president, nice man, threw up in Japan. And they did slow motion replays.
Bush.
True. Right? It's true. I don't want that, General. Now he's standing there, big, strong guy, and he's got these shoes, but they're loaded with rubber on the bottom. Because the first thing I did, I looked at his shoes. Then I looked at mine. Very, very slippery. So I end up saying, okay, General, let's go. I will only grab you if I need you. That's not a good story. Falling would be a disaster. It turned out to be worse than anything. I would have been better off if I fell and slid down the damn ramp. Right? So what happens is I start the journey inch by inch, right? And I was really bent over, too. I didn't like that, I didn't like this picture. This picture, I'm sure, will be an ad by the fakers. So I was bent over, right? And I'm going like this.
Wow.
And then
He's
we
so
finally
genuine.
reached almost the end. And the fake news, the most dishonest human beings, they cut it off. You know why? Because when I was 10 feet short, I said, General, I'm sorry, and I ran down the rest, right? I looked very handsome. That was the only good thing. I wouldn't want to run down the whole thing because the fall there would be definitely bad. So I took these little steps. I ran down the last 10. And by the way, their tape, take a look. In almost every instance, it ends just before I run. And they said, here was the #1 trending story. I called my wife. I said, how good was that speech? I thought it was hey, look, I will tell you when I make good ones and bad ones.
It was an amazing
Like
speech.
so far tonight, I'm average. Okay? But we're having fun. We're having fun.
You are never average, Potus.
So far tonight. But I called my wife and I said, how good was it, darling? She said, you're trending #1. I said to our great First Lady, I said, let me ask you a question. Was it that good, the speech, that I'm trending #1? Because I felt it was really good. No, they don't even mention the speech. They mentioned the fact that you may have Parkinson's disease.
Jeez.
It's true.
These people are sick. The fake news guys. God bless you, POTUS.
They say there's something wrong with our president. I'll let you know if there's something wrong, okay? I'll let you know if there's something. I'll tell you what, there's something wrong with Biden, that I can tell you.
Boom. And that is the truth, folks.
So then my wife said, well, it wasn't only the ramp. Did you have water? I said, yeah. I was speaking for a long time. I didn't want to drink it, but I wanted to wet my lips a little bit. You know, you're working hard up there with the sun pouring down on you. I love this location. The sun's like this. This way they save on lighting, right? That's why they did it probably. So what happens is I said, what does it have to do with water? They said, you couldn't lift your hand up to your mouth with water. I said, I just saluted 600 times like this. And this was before I saluted. So what's the problem? She said, well, I know what you did. You had on a very good red tie. That's sort of expensive. It's silk because they look better. They have a better sheen to them. And I don't want to get water on the tie. And I don't want to drink much. So I lifted up the water. I see we have a little glass of water. Where the hell did this water come from? Where did it come from? And I looked down on my tie, because I've done it. I've taken water, and it spills down into your tie. It doesn't look good for a long time. And frankly, the tie is never the same. So I put it up to my lip, and then I say, because I don't want it to, just in case. And they gave me another disease. They gave me another disease.
He can drink water, guys. It's true.
Watch the water.
Watch the water. There's another cue. You see the air cue?
Anyway, that's a long story, but here's the story. I have lived with more the ramp than the water, but I've lived with the ramp in the water since I left West Point. Not one media group said I made a good speech or I made a great speech.
The Matrix Groove Hour said it was a great
The
speech.
kids loved it because they broke their barrier, which wasn't good in terms of COVID. But they broke their barrier and they wanted to shake hands. They wanted to, and I don't want to tell anybody, but there were a couple of kids they put at the end. I actually shook their hand, okay? I actually shook them. Because they were excited. They were excited. They're with their president. They were excited. The most beautiful young people, men, women, the most beautiful young people you've ever seen. So think of how you feel, you me. I go there. How did I do? Sir, that was a great speech. You know, all my people, sir, that was one of your best. That was great. I said, that's great. I agree. It was a good speech. I like that speech. They don't mention the speech, but they have me going down this ramp at an inch at a time. It's so unfair. It really is. So unfair.
By the way, ramp is a Q post, guys.
Dishonest people anywhere on earth. They're bad people. Bad people. Okay, that's enough of that. I wanted to tell that story. Does everybody understand that story? The left-wing anarchists tore down a statue of Thomas Jefferson. Now we're getting into the real stuff. They decapitated a statue of Christopher Columbus, except in New York when the Italians surrounded it. They didn't have too much of a chance. Those Italians, I love the Italians. They heard they were going to rip down their beautiful Christopher Columbus, and all of a sudden they circled that thing. They didn't do too well in hurting Christopher, did they? Thank you to our Italian population. We're very proud of you, right? 2 days ago, leftist radicals in Portland, Oregon, ripped down a statue of George Washington and wrapped it in an American flag and set the American flag on fire.
Wow,
Democrat. All Democrat. Everything I tell you is Democrat. And you know, we ought to do something, Mr. Senators. We have two great senators. We ought to come up with legislation that if you burn the American flag, you go to jail for 1 year. 1 year. Jim and James. Jim and James. We ought to do it. You know, they talk about freedom of speech, and I'm a big believer in freedom of speech, but that's desecration. That's a terrible thing to do. We used to have things. We don't have them anymore because we want to be so open, so everything, and look what happens. We should have legislation that if somebody wants to burn the American flag and stomp on it, but just burn it, they go to jail for 1 year, okay? In Seattle, the Democrat mayor and the Democrat city council have surrendered control of 6 city blocks to an anarchist mob. These are anarchists. These are not protesters. You listen to the fake news, they say, oh, the protesters were lovely. Could you imagine if people just even slightly to the right tried to take over Seattle? They'd have machine guns out to get them. But these people can take over the city. Look at what they've done to business people that have spent years and years building their business, and now they're wiped out. Take it away. Governor Inslee ought to get his act together, get in there. I'll help you. I'll do whatever you want. I'm waiting for a call. I would love to do it. I would love to do it. It'll take less than an hour, and it'll all be over with, and you'll have your city back. And yet Biden remains silent in his basement in the face of this brutal assault on our nation and the values of our nation. Joe Biden has surrendered to his party and to the left-wing mob. He has no control. Does anybody honestly think he controls these radical maniacs? You know what he says to his wife when he's not confusing her with his sister? Get me the hell out of here. These people are crazy. That's what he says. He has absolutely no control. You know, a lot of times I'll make like a speech and I'll have this beautiful paragraph come out criticizing every little aspect of the speech. Beautiful, brilliant. But Joe didn't. And it'll say, a comment from Joe Biden. But he didn't say it. Professional people, great students in English lit, people that are very smart say it. Joe Biden said, and they'll go into this highly complex paragraph, beautifully worded, and I say, Joe didn't say that. Joe doesn't even understand it. And if Biden is elected, he will surrender your country to these mobsters 100%. Your 401ks, by the way, look at how we're doing in the stock market. Just set another record with NASDAQ. Your 401ks and money itself will be worthless. Your 401ks are doing very well, unless, I don't want to say, if you were stupid, I said, don't sell, don't sell. It went down, but we got it back up. And now NASDAQ, think of it, NASDAQ just set a record. And I think you're going to see a lot of records. And next year, if we don't do anything stupid on November 3rd, you are going to have the greatest economic year we've ever had. That'll be next year. If the Democrats gain power, then the rioters will be in charge, and no one will be safe, and no one will have control. Joe Biden is not the leader of his party. Joe Biden is a helpless puppet of the radical left. And he's not radical left. I don't think he knows what he is anymore. But he was never radical left. But he's controlled by the radical left. And now he's really controlled. His campaign staff even donated a lot of money to bail out rioters, looters, and arsonists who ravaged Minneapolis. They bailed them out. They put up a lot of money to bail them out, the rioters, the looters. And they were the arsonists. So they'll say, oh, it's terrible what he says about the people of our nation. Maybe some of them aren't even from our nation. The left is trying to do everything they can to stop us. Every hour of every day, including even violence and mayhem, they'll do anything they can to stop us. Look what happened tonight. Look at what happened tonight. Law enforcement said, sir, they can't be outside. It's too dangerous. We had a bunch of maniacs come and sort of attack our city. The mayor and the governor did a great job, but they were very violent people. And our people are not nearly as violent, but if they ever were, it would be a terrible, terrible day for the other side. Because I know our people. I know our people. But we will never submit to their threats, and we will never let them destroy our nation. What they did tonight, I saw it on television coming in on Air Force One. One thing about Air Force One, we got plenty of televisions. We have televisions in closets. You open up the closet, got a television. We got a lot of televisions. It's a great plane, great everything. By the way, we ordered new ones. No president wanted to do it. They thought it was luxury. I said, wait a minute. Air Force One is 31 years old. People don't realize that. So I said, they gave me a chart very early in my administration, like, how about the first week? Sir, would you sign for this plane? Now, it's actually two planes. Would you sign for this plane? Air Force One. I said, how old is the original or the one we have now? Sir, it's 31, 32 years. And I'd see people coming in from foreign lands that can't compete.
Q post 31, 32, Shady. Wow.
Can't compete with you. And they have a brand new, beautiful 747-800, 747. And I said, wait a minute, that country has new and we have a 31-year, so somebody had to do it. So the deal was made. And it was made for a lot of money. I think it was $5.7 or $5.6 billion. Now, in all fairness, it's 2 planes, and there's a lot of stuff in those planes. I won't talk to you about it. So I told Boeing, the head of Boeing, they said, sir, please, would like to get started on the planes. I said, I do too, but I'm not paying $5.6 billion. And I'm not paying $4.6 billion. I said, it has to have a 3 on the front of it. I mean, that's a hell of a lot of money too, but it is a rather complex situation. They said, no way, no way. This was before Boeing had problems, by the way. But Boeing's coming back. They're coming back. The greatest company in the world, and it had some big problems. It had a couple of problems that didn't work out. That was terrible. But the greatest, I think before that, it was the greatest company in the world. It made up 1/4 of a point of our GDP. Think how big that is, one company. It was an unbelievable machine. And then they made a plane, and they did some foolish things, and a terrible thing happened, and all of a sudden, they've gone through hell. But you know what? They're coming back. We're ready to help them if they need it, but they're coming back, and they're coming back strong. But this was the Boeing before that, and they were riding high, and like I was before this thing came in. But we're still riding high because you know what? On November 3rd, we're going to win. We're going to win. So they came in and they said, no, we want, 5.6 billion, whatever it was. If I'm a little bit off, they'll go crazy, you know. Whatever. But it was a lot. 5.6 billion. Nope, got to have a 3. Got to have a 3. Call me up. Nope, cancel the contract. I said, cancel the contract. I want to cancel. I said, General, can you cancel the contract? He said, yes, sir. I'm very proud of it. Oh, good. Cancel it. Okay, sir. By the way, to cancel it, do you have to pay anything? Yes, sir. We have a cancellation fee, sir. How much is it, General? $250 million, sir. I said, what? Sir, we made a good deal. $250 million to cancel. You mean if we don't buy the plane, we have to hand them $250 million? That's not good, right? Look at these two guys. They're looking. By the way, that's like a good story compared to some I could tell you, like with aircraft carriers. So they said $250 million, or I always say this, or around that number, because I'm off by a little bit. They say, oh, he exaggerates. I look at numbers all day long. That's what I look at for years now, for my whole life when you think of it. $250 million cancellation fee, sir. He was very proud of himself. What a great deal. I say, General, don't cancel. Don't cancel. Just tell him I don't want the planes. Don't put anything in writing. Don't put it in writing, General. Why, sir? Because I don't want to pay $250. True. Do you hear that, Jim? Jim Inhofe, he's great. You hear that, Jim? You know that story. He does a great job. So here's what happened, the bottom line. Boeing says, no way, no way, no way. The next week they say, no way we're doing it. The next week they said, how about $5 billion? I said, no way, no way. The next week they said, 4.8. I said, nope, it's got to have a 3 on the front of it. Don't you understand, you dumb son of a bitch? Don't you understand? I turned out to be right, you know. Turned out to be right. Nobody gets that. No, got to have a 3. Next day, they come back. 4.5 is our best offer. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Come back when you're ready. A month goes by, another month, they never heard about it. They never heard from me. They thought I was serious. I was. And they came back at $4 billion. That's a lot of money. But I saved like $1.6 billion or $1.7 billion. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. When I get foreign nations to pay us billions and billions of dollars, nobody wants to talk about that. When I take soldiers out of countries because they're not treating us properly, Germany is an example. I mean, I have a German heritage, like some of you. I said, let's get it down from 50,000 to 25,000 because they're delinquent. For many years, they're delinquent. They haven't been paying what they're supposed to be paying. They're paying 1% instead of 2%, and 2% is a very low number. And they say, yes, we think by 2030, maybe 2032, we could get current. I said, no, Angela, please.
Man, I can't keep up with all the numbers, guys.
It's true. You know who I'm talking about. Nice. By the way, very nice woman, very good negotiator. I said, Angela, that's a long time. This was in 2019. She said 2032. I said, no, Angela, that's not working. But I said, what about, because now they want to get current, but I said, well, what about the last 25 years, all the money you owe us? Everybody forgot about that. They forget about all the money that wasn't paid. I said, what about the $1 trillion that you really owe? So we're negotiating, let's see. But in the meantime, we're reducing our troops. Remember this, We're supposed to protect Germany from Russia. But Germany is paying Russia billions of dollars for energy coming from a pipeline, brand new pipeline. So they pay the country we're supposed to protect them from. They pay billions of dollars to that country. We're supposed to protect them. Excuse me, how does that work? How does that work? And the great thing is with Jim Inhofe and with James Langford, likewise, when they just said they love you, James. When they hear it, they get it. A lot of people don't get it. They get it. We cannot continue to be ripped off. We're ripped off by so many countries, and we're stopping it. And that means that a lot of people don't want me here. They don't want me here. There are a lot of people that don't want me here. You know, they don't sell a lot of bombs when we're not dropping bombs on people. You know that, right? It's called the military-industrial complex. When rioting and looting broke out in our nation's capital, I very quickly deployed the National Guard. I said, get them in. After watching for an evening or two, we stopped the violence and restored peace and order to the streets. And last night they had a little breakout again. They ripped down a statue that was 110 years old, beautiful piece of art, in front of the police precinct with our radical left mayor watching on television. We're not happy. That's going to be very expensive for D.C. They're always looking for money. We need more money. We always need more money. And then they don't do the proper job. So it's not going to be good for Mayor Bowser. Mayor Bowser. They were heading over to the Jefferson Memorial recently, and they wanted to do damage to our great, beautiful Jefferson Memorial. Not going to happen. Don't worry about it. We have it surrounded with very strong people. The choice in 220 is very simple. Do you want to bow before the left-wing mob, or do you want to stand up tall and proud as Americans? And explain this to the NFL. I like the NFL. I like Roger Goodell, but I didn't like what he said a week ago. I said, where did that come from in the middle of the summer? Nobody's even asking. We will never kneel to our national anthem or our great American flag. We will stand proud and we will stand tall. I thought we won that battle with the NFL. Their stadiums were emptying out. Did you see those stadiums? Took them a long time to get you back. A lot of people didn't like that, you know, a lot of people that you wouldn't even think would care that much. I've had people that I said, these are super left liberals, and they didn't like it. Joe Biden and the Democrats want to prosecute Americans for going to church, but not for burning a church. They believe you can riot, vandalize, and destroy, but you cannot attend a peaceful pro-America rally. They want to punish your thought, but not their violent crimes. They want to abolish bail, abolish and open up your borders. They want open borders, let everyone, and by the way, we're doing so well. We have a record this month on the borders. Nobody's coming in. Very few people. And they want to abolish ICE, our great people from ICE who send the roughest, toughest, meanest people that you've ever seen or ever heard. Generally speaking, when they have lots of tattoos on their face, they're not looking to do you much help. ICE, they're rough guys, they're rough, they're great Americans, they're rough, but they call them in a pack. They walk into a pack of tough MS-13 gang members. And you know, we shouldn't say this, it's not nice. They want us to negotiate. They start swinging, and the others start swinging. Everybody's swinging. At the end, they carry them back, and they throw them into the paddy wagon, right? They're great. And these people want to get rid of ICE. They get rid of murderers. They get rid of rapists. They get rid of the worst scum on earth. And when I called them animals, I said they're animals. And Nancy Pelosi, they cut up a young woman. They cut up a young woman and her friend, cut them up with a knife because it was more painful, dead. Cut them up with a knife because it's more painful, takes longer than shooting a gun. They cut them up. I said, these are animals. And Nancy Pelosi said, these are human beings, they're not animals. If I lose an election over that, you know what? This country's in big trouble. Big trouble. They want to disarm law-abiding citizens and dismantle our police forces while freeing vicious MS-13 gang members. In Joe Biden's America, rioters, looters, and criminal aliens have more rights than law-abiding citizens, and that's true. In my administration, we defend American citizens, and we deport MS-13 members. Or put them in jail if we have to. The chaos you're seeing in our Democratic-run cities, these are all run by the Democrats, is what will happen in every city and community in America, and much, much worse if we don't keep them out. We have to do this. We have to go to the polls on November 3rd, and the rest, you know what to do. You know what to do. Got to keep the White House. Joe Biden's record can be summed up as 4 decades of betrayal, calamity, and failure. He never did anything. He was a senator. He was a vice president. He was, before that, something. Guy, you know what's great? President Trump was tough on this, or he was tough. They complain. Never did anything about it. He's been there for 43 years or 47 years. He never did anything about it. Biden supported every globalist attack on the American worker. Let's make every country in the world rich but ourselves, including NAFTA, the disaster of NAFTA. He wanted to go, and TPP would have ruined our automobile industry. Korea, I renegotiated the deal. I took a horrible deal. That was a Hillary Clinton special. That was a Hillary Clinton special. She said, we have to make this deal with South Korea. It's going to mean 250,000 jobs. And she was right. For South Korea, 250,000 jobs. And China's entry into the World Trade Organization was supported by Sleepy Joe Biden. That was one of the worst deals economically in the history of our country. When China joined the World Trade Organization, they were flatlined for decades. They became like a rocket ship. He voted for the war in Iraq. He voted for mass amnesty for illegal aliens. He supports sanctuary cities, and now Biden wants to end immigration enforcement and he wants to require you to provide free health care for millions and millions of illegal aliens, okay? When I took early and decisive action to ban travel from China and protect Americans from the virus, and as I said, Joe Biden opposed my decision and called it hysteria, xenophobia. He doesn't know what the word means, xenophobia, and fear-mongering. And then he apologized a month later. He said he was wrong, but he didn't say it. And they didn't cover it. They didn't cover it. On one of the single most important policy decisions of our lifetime, Joe Biden sided with China over America. That's closing the border. He thought it was a terrible thing. Remember, this was in January. That's early, real early, the end of January. He thought it was a terrible thing when we closed the border to many people that were badly infected with COVID. When the chips are down, Biden will always cave to the radical left. He'll always bow to the angry mob, and he will never protect you or your family, and you know that. Joe Biden will always let you down. That's been his history. At my direction early this year, the heroes of the U.S. military took out the world's top terrorist, the savage killer and leader of ISIS, al-Baghdadi, and the #1 terrorist anywhere in the world, Qasem Soleimani. We took him out. Joe Biden opposed killing Soleimani. He was vehemently, we killed this #1 terrorist. He didn't like it. You know why he didn't like it? Because he thought it would be good politically. That didn't work out too well. Just as he opposed the raid that killed Osama bin Laden. He opposed it. You know that. Biden is always on the wrong side of history, as said by people that are with him and worked with him. He never made a correct foreign policy decision. Biden is a puppet for China. Son walked out with $1.5 billion. I think it's a little bit. Allowing them to rip off America for many years. Now they're paying us billions and billions of dollars. We give a lot of it to our farmers. We have plenty left over. China is not exactly happy with me. Billions. They pay us billions and billions of dollars, and they targeted our great farmers. And I took the money that they targeted. I took that money, and I gave it to the farmers, so they were even. So they're okay. Are you okay? Come. Doctor, please. Doctor. Thank you. These people, I mean, some of the people are waiting for 5 days, especially in this location, right? You take your time, darling. Take your time. Thank you very much. Take your time. Doctor, thank you, doctor. Thank you. Thank you. Now, some people wait for 4 or 5 days. It's incredible. He never did anything against China, Joe Biden. And that's why they desperately want him to win. They want him to win so badly. Iran wants him to win so badly. Let me tell you, I'm going to make a very fast deal, the best deal you've ever seen. I've already made one with China, but I can make even more. They want me to lose because they will own the United States if I lose. Iran. President Obama gave them $150 billion for nothing. And almost more incredibly, he gave them $1.8 billion in green cash, beautiful cash. And now they're not doing so well, are they? They're not doing so well. Someday we're going to get credit for this, someday. But they are waiting. Iran wants to make a deal so badly. But they're told by Kerry and all these other, they shouldn't, the Logan Act. But they're told by Kerry and all these people, wait, because if Trump loses, you'll own America. You're going to own it. They'll say you own it. So I don't mind. I told them, we can wait. But when I win, you're going to pay a much higher price than if you made a deal now. It's true. True. Told them that. I told them that. And look what happened to Biden in Ukraine, where his son's paid $83,000 a month and he was jobless. Give me a break. $83,000 a month, more than anybody. If Joe Biden were to become president, an emboldened left will launch a full-scale assault on American life. You know that. They'll expel anyone who disagrees with them. Look what happens when you disagree. You use a term that's perfect and they're not happy with it. They call you a racist. They call you a horrible person. They want to crush religious liberty. They don't want religion. Silence religious believers. Indoctrinate your children with hateful and vicious lies about our country. Subsidize late-term abortion and after-birth execution. They want to take away your guns through the repeal of your Second Amendment as sure as you're sitting there. In fact, he even put the big gun grabber, Beto O'Rourke, who made a fool out of himself when he ran for president, they put him in charge of guns. Lots of luck on your Second Amendment. Just remember I said it. Hopefully you won't have to think back about it too much, because it won't matter. Hopefully it won't matter. No, Beto O'Rourke, who wants to give up guns, is in charge of the Second Amendment. The Dems will also eliminate private health insurance, ban fracking, that's not good, and American energy will be in a position of weakness like it's never been before, and that's after we built the greatest energy country anywhere in the world by far. And they want to appoint Supreme Court justices who will utterly obliterate your Constitution. And you now see how important the Supreme Court is. Think if we didn't have two justices that I think have been very, very, very good. But think how important it is. Think how important it is. And we still, I guess it's, I don't know if it's an equal court. It's almost like we're a minority court, right? It's almost like we're a minority court. The recent Supreme Court cases prove that if Joe Biden is elected, he will stack the court with extremists and the forgotten men and women. Together with everyone else, we'll lose everything. The forgotten men and women. I campaigned on the forgotten. These are great people. These are substantial people. These are the elite. By the way, you're the elite. They're not the elite. You're the elite. They said, somebody 2 days ago said, sir, the elite are really working hard on trying to destroy you. I said, yeah. Why do you call them the elite? I said, why? Well, they're not elite. I look better than them. Much more handsome. Got better hair than they do. I got nicer properties. I got nicer houses. I got nicer apartments. I got nicer everything. I ran for politics once, just once in my life, and I became president of the United States. Once. Just once. And hopefully, if you get out and vote, we'll do it one more time. We won't even toy with them about 3 or 4 more times. We won't. We'll do it one more time. We'll be 2 for 2, and our country will never, ever be stronger. But I'll be soon announcing a new list of exceptional candidates for the United States Supreme Court, and I'll choose only from that list 100%, probably 25 incredible people, any one of which could be a great justice, any one of which. And I did it last time, and people loved when I did it, and I'll only pick from that list. Biden can't release his list because the names would be too extreme, too radical. They wouldn't be acceptable, but they will be very radical people. People don't understand, but we actually won on DACA yesterday. We actually won because they basically said, you won, but you have to come back and redo it. It's almost like, gee, come on back, your paperwork was no good. But we're going to be refiling, but don't let it get you. Everything's going to work out really good. Everything's going to work out good. It was great. I mean, it would have been nice if we won it. Everybody said, oh, you're going to win DACA. You're going to win DACA. That's easy. You got to win DACA. That's easy. They all said it. And they came back and they said, we don't like what you did with your paperwork, essentially, right? So we're refiling it. Most people would say, oh, we lost. We didn't lose. We're going to refile it. And everything is going to work out for the young people, most of whom aren't so young anymore, by the way. But we're going to work it out for everybody. Biden is fully controlled by the fringe of his party. He is their pawn. He doesn't even know where the hell he is, let's face it. He installed socialists, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, to be in charge of his environmental policy and his energy. You can forget petroleum. How does Oklahoma feel about being petroleum-free? Not good, right? Our country will have no energy. Our country will have nothing. Oklahoma, Texas, North Dakota, and many others will all be out of business. I don't think that's going to work out too well, but she's actually in charge of environmental policy, and you know what that means. She doesn't even want wind. She doesn't want those bird-killing machines to go round and round. You want to see a lot of birds that are dead? Go under a windmill sometime. She wants us to go back to the Stone Ages because she's got no sense, no credentials. She's got a little charisma, not much, but she doesn't have a clue. You know it. But she's in charge of the environment. No airplanes. We can forget Boeing, I guess, come to think of it, right? We talked about Boeing. We could forget Boeing. Let's cancel those brand new Air Force Ones, right? Likewise, Representative Ilhan Omar is going to be very much involved in a Biden government. They will put this hate-filled, America-bashing socialist front and center in deciding the fate of your family and deciding the fate of your country. I don't think so. She would like to make the government of our country just like the country from where she came, Somalia. No government, no safety, no police, no nothing, just anarchy. And now she's telling us how to run our country. No thank you. And I think we're going to have a big victory in the state of Minnesota because they've had it. They've had it. Biden is a very willing Trojan horse for socialism. When Biden first ran for president over 33 years ago, remember I used to call him 1% Joe. He never got more than 1%. Until Obama took him off the trash heap. But he blatantly copied the speech of a British politician, even ripping off the man's personal biography and family history and claiming it was his own. He forgot to say he was born in America. Joe Biden is a shameless hypocrite. Since 2003, he has delivered fawning eulogies to the funeral, and at those funerals, of 3 leading supporters of segregation, including a former member of the KKK, and yet Biden is now smearing as racist tens of millions of people like yourselves, decent, hardworking Americans who he's never met, and he frankly probably doesn't want to meet. America should not take lectures on racial justice from Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe. A man who praised and partnered with segregationists, shipped millions of black American jobs overseas, and everyone else's jobs too, by the way. If I didn't come along, we're building auto plants, we're building everything. And there's never been a comeback like we're making right now. Never been. He hollowed out our middle class, including our black middle class, with open borders, trapped young children in failing government schools, built cages. Those cages were built by Obama and Biden. Look it up, 2014. And the fake news doesn't want to remember the picture of a cage for children. Remember the picture of the cage? And they said, President Trump. And then they realized that was in a newspaper, 2014, the same. Built by Obama and Biden, the cages. And they don't want to report the way it is. They know the way it is. They're not stupid. They sent young boys to fight in Iraq while the inner cities crumbled, helped the big banks while hammering community leaders, and made our cities less safe and secure for all. They've done a terrible job, and they shouldn't be awarded. They should not get rewarded with an election victory on November 3rd. That shouldn't happen. It'll destroy this country. Our country will be destroyed. We've all worked too hard. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Some do, actually, but in a very sinister way. Virtually every policy that has hurt black Americans for half a century, Joe Biden has supported or enacted. I've done more for the black community in 4 years than Joe Biden has done in 47 years. Racial justice begins with Joe Biden's retirement from public life. We are joined tonight by many outstanding Republican leaders. These are great people. We have 2 of our most distinguished, hardworking, wonderful friends, senators. They do a great job. Senator Jim Inhofe and James Lankford, please stand up. Two very respected, I will tell you, 2 very respected people in Washington. They're respected by everybody. They do some job, and I'd have you come up, but you can relax. I will say this. Jim is running on November 3rd. Jim Inhofe. He's running on November 3rd. I don't even know. Does he, hey, James, does he have any competition? Is somebody actually running against? There's no competition that he's got. I know he's got James's support. He's got my support. I give him 100% endorsement. Jim Inhofe. I give it to James, too, but he's not running this time. Thank you. Jim, great job. Thank you very much. What a great senator he is. Also here is a man who's respected by so many. He's a little bit right of the people we've been talking about tonight. Senator Tom Cotton of the great state of Arkansas. Thank you, Tom. They like you people. Thank you, Tom. Great job you're doing. We're glad to be joined as well by a man that I've gotten to know. He's done an incredible job with COVID and with everything else he touches. Governor Kevin Stitt. Thank you both. Thank you both for being here. Thank you. Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Matt. And Representatives Frank Lucas, Tom Cole. He's been here for a little while. He's done an incredible job. Mark Wayne Mullen. You don't want to fight with him. I want to put him and Jim Jordan in a match together. I want to. Kevin Hearn. Great job today, Kevin. The great Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan. Elise Stefanak. Lee Zeldin. Tom Emmer. Tom, thank you. These are warriors, folks. These are great warriors. During the fake impeachment trial, I'll tell you what, there was nobody that could have done the job they've done. That includes the Senate and the House. These people are incredible. David Kutzoff. David. A great friend of mine, Debbie Lesko, Arizona. Great job, Debbie. Great job. And a man who's got very good genes, Greg Pence. Thank you all. Great job. They're great people. They are. They're warriors. I'll tell you what. Not every person is, but this group is, and we have a lot of them in Washington. And we'll send Jim Inhofe back, and we'll send all of them. You'll send every one of them. They have to come back because they have been fighting for us, and they've been fighting for you, and they are just incredible, talented, tough, strong people that love your state a lot. So thank you very much. So we built the greatest single economy in the world. And then we say, not only the world, but actually in the history of the world, and they never even challenged me, so I guess I'm right. We did it. We had the best numbers anybody's ever had. We had the best employment numbers. African American, Hispanic American, Asian American. The best employment numbers in history. The best stock market numbers in history. We were the envy of the world. Everybody would come in to see me. Presidents, prime minister, kings, queens, and dictators. Dictators would even come in and say, congratulations on the economy. And then the plague came in, and now what we're doing is we're doing it again, and it's going fast. We have to have a lot of it done because people don't quite get it. We're doing record business. It's happening at a level and a speed that nobody can believe. 2 weeks ago, job numbers came in. The single biggest number in the history of our country. Last week, retail sales numbers came in. Retail sales, the single greatest number in the history of our country. So here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. They blame a president for anything. When you see looters, even though we put them down, if we didn't stop them, nobody would, because the other side will never stop them. But they always blame a president. Here's what's happening. We're going up, we're going up, we're going up, we're going to go up. Then we're going to hit October. We're going to be up. We're going to be way up. We're not going to be where we were, but in many ways, other than all of the horrible, horrible death that was so needlessly caused by a virus that should have been stopped where it originated, which was China. But we're going to go up, 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 August, September, October, and people are going to say, man, this guy's doing a good job. He knows what he's doing. I don't believe the fake news anymore. And you're not going to want to lose your 401ks, and you're not going to want to lose all of that wealth that you've accumulated, whether it's real estate wealth or any wealth you can think, because it'll all come tumbling down if these people are put in charge, and if they double and triple and quadruple your taxes. It'll be a whole different ballgame. So I'm not putting any pressure on anybody, but in the end, we're going to have a phenomenal economy. And next year, we're going to have a good third quarter. But next year, and I said it before, will be the single greatest year economically that we've ever had, okay? And if you see that happening, if you see it happening on November 3rd, you don't have the guts to vote against Trump. Even you don't have the guts to vote against Trump. Say, wait a minute, darling, my 401k is higher than it was the last time. I don't think I want to take a chance. You're not going to want to do that. The stock market has been the best. Think of this. Go back 1 week and go back 50 days. In that 50-day period, it's the strongest 50 days in the history of the stock market. Think of it. And your wife or your husband says, darling, I love you so much. You are such a great investor. And all you did is just keep the same crap you had the first time, right? Darling, I love you so much. You've always been a loser. You've always lost money. But now under President Trump, you're one of the greatest financial minds in our country. And all you did was keep your stock. Now, if you think you're going to run against, oh, they're going crazy. They want the stock market to go down, even if it costs them money. They want the stock market to go down, even if it costs them money. And they don't even know why. You know what? They're smart and they're vicious, but they don't know why. I'm telling you, they don't know why. What's wrong with having the strongest military brand new in the world all built? What's wrong with having these great economic numbers? What's wrong with having to close it down? We saved millions of lives. You know, a lot of people say we should have gone herd. Let's go herd. Ask him, how are they doing in Brazil? He's a great friend of mine. Not good. You heard about Sweden, right? 2 months. Ask him how they doing in Sweden. We saved millions of lives, and now it's time to open up, get back to work, okay? Get back to work. I recently signed groundbreaking criminal justice reform. I secured record and permanent funding for historically black colleges and universities. We slashed regulations and passed massive tax cuts to give black workers a pay raise like they've never, ever gotten before, and lift up black-owned businesses. And I worked closely with a great senator also, friend of theirs, Senator Tim Scott, South Carolina, to create opportunity zones, which are doing incredibly. And since then, countless jobs and $100 billion of new investment, not government investment, have poured into 9,000 of our most distressed neighborhoods anywhere in the country. 9,000. Never happened before. Tim Scott. Today, I'm also announcing that I have directed Secretary of the Interior David Bernhardt to place the John Hope Franklin Reconciliation Park here in Tulsa on the African American Civil Rights Network. So many of my friends have been asking me to do that. So many of my friends, including these great politicians. So we're going to do that. It'll be done very quickly. We will forever remember and honor the courageous people who helped build this state and this country. Democrats are stoking division in order to distract from their decades of failure on schools, jobs, housing, justice, and crime. In major city public schools run by Democrats, over 2/3 of students are falling behind in reading and math, and I think the numbers are worse than that. But Democrats would rather deny these children the future they deserve than allow them to attend the charter, public, private, religious, or independent schools of their choice. Pro-choice. Pro-choice. Pro-choice for schools. It's very popular, but some people it's like a disaster because what it does to certain unions that have a lot of power over the Democrats, even though they know it's wrong. Republicans believe access to education is a civil right. It's a civil right. 20 of the most dangerous cities in America are controlled by Democrats. Think of that. 20 of 20. And so is nearly every major city with a child poverty rate that's over 30%. They're controlled by Democrats. We can name every one of them. The murder rate in Baltimore and Detroit is higher than El Salvador, Guatemala, or even Afghanistan. How are they doing, the Democrats running those cities? Your whole country will be like that. In 2018 alone, our police arrested nearly 12,000 people for murder and manslaughter, 25,000 people for rape, and nearly 1.5 million for assault, violent assault. The Democrats' push against our police will drive up crime and drive up costs at levels you'd never believe. Thousands of innocent lives will be lost. As president, I will always support the incredible men and women of law enforcement. A vote for Republicans is a vote for better schools, better jobs, safer families, and stronger communities for all Americans. There is a limit to what we can together achieve with 4 more years. With your help, we will lift millions of our citizens from welfare to work, dependence to independence, and poverty to prosperity. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. And that was happening at a level that nobody ever thought they'd see. It was happening before this COVID came in. It was happening at a level that nobody believed possible. And then China sent us the plague. Thank you very much. We will protect Medicare and Social Security for our great seniors, and will always protect patients with pre-existing conditions, always, always. We will appoint more judges to interpret the Constitution as written. We will end deadly sanctuary cities. We will finish the wall, which has now 212 miles built and beautiful. 212 miles, that's a lot of miles. And let me tell you, you think that was an easy one? That was a tough one. That party was totally unified against building the wall. You know, in the end, they gave up. You know what happened? They realized it was a bad issue for them because these open borders, I love when they fight for open borders, because anybody that wants an open border coming in from rough areas, there's something wrong with those people. So did you notice in the end, it was like, just leave us alone, build your wall, just leave us alone. I said, thank you very much. And we will elect a Republican Congress to create a fair, safe, sane, and lawful system of immigration that puts American workers first. We will revitalize our cities, and we will build gleaming new roads, bridges, tunnels, and airports all across our land. We will enact new trade deals that result in more products proudly stamped with that beautiful phrase, made in the USA. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Made in the USA. That's happening too. We have so many plants coming into Michigan and so many other states. We have car plants coming in. Would have never come if I wasn't president. Would have never come. We will become the world's premier pharmacy, drugstore, and medical manufacturer. That's already started. We're bringing it back. We will keep America out of foolish, stupid, ridiculous foreign wars. We will never hesitate to kill America's terrorist enemies. You know, when I took over, ISIS was all over the place. And I did something that I felt we should do. And we have now obliterated, we have now captured 100% of the ISIS caliphate. 100. And like our depleted military when I took over, like our empty shelves medically when I took over, like all of the things that when I took over it was a mess, we have done a job. You had to see what ISIS was doing. They were getting bigger, 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 bigger. I came in smaller, smaller, smaller. Sir, we've just taken 100%. We will launch a new age of American ambition in space, and the United States will be the first nation to land on Mars. Good program. You saw the beautiful rocket 3 weeks ago go up. Beautiful. We will defend privacy, free thought, free speech, religious liberty, and the right to keep and bear arms. And when you see those lunatics all over the streets, it's damn nice to have arms. Damn nice. Interesting how all of a sudden people understand it, right? You couldn't sell it. Now people understand it. The right to keep and bear arms will protect your Second Amendment. Above all, we will never stop fighting for the sacred values that bind us together as one America. We will support, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. We uphold the principle of equal justice under the law. We believe in the dignity of work and the sanctity of life. We believe that faith and family, not government and bureaucracy, are the true American way.
Boom. Speech, guys. Wow.
We believe that children should be taught to love our country, honor our history, and always salute our great American flag. And we live by the words of our national motto, it will never change. In God we trust. We stand on the shoulders of American heroes who crossed the oceans, blazed the trails, settled the continent, tamed the wilderness, dug out the Panama Canal, laid down the railroads, revolutionized industries, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and made America the single greatest nation in the history of the world, and we are making it greater and greater every single day. Proud citizens like you help build this country, and together we are taking back our country. We are returning the power to you, the American people.
Power to the people.
With your help, your devotion, and your drive, we are going to keep on working. We are going to keep on fighting. And we are going to keep on winning, winning, winning.
Yes.
We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. America will soon be thriving like never before because, ladies and gentlemen of Oklahoma, the best is yet to come. Together we will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you. Thank you, Oklahoma. Thank you.
Guys, wow, wow, wow. The best is yet to come. Oops, I paused them. Didn't mean to pause them. I had to just shut the music off. The best is yet to come, guys. Let's watch this beautiful president. First time in history I've ever been proud of a man that is president of the United States. I would be just as proud as a woman. I would just be proud of anybody that is of this Constitution and of the beliefs that we were taught, that they've usurped us, guys. It's up to you. 11-3 is the marker. God bless this man. God bless you, Patriots. President's timing is perfect, Shady. What do you think of that? Shady Groove.
Man, I'm telling you what, that is something spectacular to witness, guys. If you want to know why they don't want him to have those rallies, well, I think you just saw why they don't want him to have these rallies. Man.
Why? Because the truth is told?
Because the truth can be told right directly to the people in an energetic, funny, enthusiastic fashion that brings everything that we think of as America to the forefront and presents it as it is beautiful the way it is, you know? And
yeah.
We got a world full of people out here, a world full of people who are looking to you to stand up, guys, and we will never get another chance to stand up like this right now. This is incredible.
No, I mean, this is what the president was referring to here. Let's watch this. BLM. People are calling them communists. There is radical Islamicists, guys. We need to get it right. They're not communist.
It's my friend.
And these people are unknowingly supporting radical Islam. Some of them knowingly, Shady.
America's football.
So that's them right there. I think Carly's got a good view of it too. But, you know, people have to realize this is not communism, guys. This is worse than communism. We have to start thinking logically. Shady. Valerie Jarrett, where's she from?
From Iran.
Peter Strzok's dad.
Iran.
How about Huma Abedin?
Iran.
Okay, so Iran, Obama Hussein Obama is probably a nice, young, rounded American name, right? Or is that like radical Islam? You think? I'm thinking it's radical Islam, guys.
And you know, it's like a lot of this is history, man. And I understand that the conversation is so convoluted, but we have to also realize that country was taken over at the same time the Vatican was bought. That country was taken over and used as the setup for exactly what you're seeing today. They predicted all of this 120 years ago and 130 years ago. They knew what they were going to set up. They knew that they would not be able to overtake us by force. They've known that a long time. And
who set up ISIS, Shady? Obama, right?
The previous administration.
This is not a photoshopped picture, folks. $150 billion went to these guys to train anti-fascista, Antifa. This picture is worth 1,000 words, no?
They trained them and brought a bunch of them here.
And we're calling them communists. Do you understand? It's not communism. Sorry. I've just done so much research, Shady. You there?
Division is division.
Yeah. This is what it is. I mean, you know, here it is. There it is, guys. Also, watch iPod. He connects it all too. And guess what? The UN doesn't want you to. No. Shady. Wow. I just can't. You know, it's. We need to understand, and we all need to start calling it what it is. Why is General Flynn in the position he's in? What is he against, Shady?
Radical Islamicists.
That's right. Is the picture being painted?
I think the president's doing a pretty good job painting it.
Yes, sir. And Q with all the posts and all that. Look at this. This is in the UK, folks. We love Trump today in England.
If you are seeing this, just know that the great deplorables of the United Kingdom love you. We are with you. We stand with you. And we want you to succeed. Forget about the people in London. Forget about the establishment. Forget about the detractors in the fake news media. The real
England,
people
folks.
out there in the United Kingdom. We love you, Mr. President.
And what happens when millions of us get together? We rip down statues, or what do we do, Shady? That's what we do. American patriots of all denominations, of religion, of all colors, of all races, of all whatever color shirt you want to wear. This is who we are. This is America, not ripping down shit. Sorry.
We're tearing things up. We're supposed to build things, not tear things up.
That's right. And, you know, if you guys want to tear something down, let's do it the right way, not illegally. Look at this. This was a person being dragged. I call her Karen. She was arrested.
They're putting cuffs on me. They're arresting me. They're arresting me. They're putting cuffs on me. I've done nothing. I have tickets to this thing. I'm being arrested. No, I'm not arrested. I'm not doing anything.
So there you go. Just kind of, you know, we can kind of go back and look at that a little bit.
Take you out by force. However, if you don't comply with...
So they were, you know, talking now. Look at this, Shady. Let's go back to this right here. This is, we found that our friend Eric Trump posted this today
on Instagram.
And removed it at 17,000 likes, folks.
Yeah, it got to 17,000 likes and then he removed it.
Huh.
And it took Forbes magazine literally about an hour to post an attack article on it.
Right, exactly right.
And they were like literally coming at it within 3 seconds.
Yeah, so this is, you know, this is also 2 years ago, excuse me, two-year delta. Q had posted, look for more direct confirmations. It's time. Exactly 2 years ago today.
His son posts a "Where we go one, we go all" Q meme with the American flag, and what a beautiful rally to top this all off.
He tagged his dad right here at the bottom of the queue, right here where the tail comes. Very, very interesting, folks. This
Nothing
is
to see here.
Nothing to see here, guys. By the way, since we are destroying anything built by white supremacists, I guess it's time to get rid of Planned Parenthood. No, Shady? What do you think?
Fine with me.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, guys. Let's do it. This is beautiful. Check this out.
It's funny you take an e-cigarette on the airplane and the kid this weekend.
It almost sounded like they're saying, "Hey, Q." Pretty interesting. There we go. This is it too. This is notice to his tag. Look at real Donald Trump, Kim Guilfoyle, and Laura. And that's when he took it down, right about that time, 17-153.
I think that we're on the cusp of a pretty big week coming up. Few interesting tweets from the president in the last couple of hours or a couple of days.
Yep.
And George Papadopoulos is tweeting it's going to be a boom week.
Papa D.
And the big news is the story of what happened in New York, guys. You don't understand how huge this is. What Q pointed us to about the replacement of the attorney general there. This is, you have to understand that this floodgate holds back everything in the Southern District, including, I know we're all talking about, what's going on with the president and stuff and the investigations into him, but this same office holds back all the information regarding 9/11.
Absolutely.
This blockade with Mueller and Rosenstein and Comey and all these people at the top, they've been there since 9/11.
And let's look at the SDNY too, Shady. What do they control? Continue. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. I mean, the laptop, right?
Wiener evidence, Clinton Foundation, Epstein evidence collection, Ukraine.
That's right.
That's why New York City is fighting back, and this SDNY, Q told us today.
So you can see that all these conversations are getting ready to amplify now that we've got this guy gone. He's tried to resist.
Yeah. Did you say that the Oklahoma City bombing, right, Shady? That's what housed all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yes. The Murrow. Yes, that's right.
The Murrow building. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is the interesting thing because the Murrow Trade. The federal building in Oklahoma City was where they had all the evidence. So since JFK, they had been collecting evidence on the cabal. It was the operations investigations were running out of the Murrow Federal Building in Oklahoma City. So it is interesting how he's coming to
Navy.
Oklahoma. And then they
moved it where, Shady? I was going to say, go.
And then they moved the investigation and all the information to track them to World Trade Center 7.
No, the Pentagon. And then the Bush stuff was in World Trade Center 7.
That's right. The Pentagon got hit right where the other stuff was, and
Boom.
then World Trade Center 7, where the office was, Giuliani's office was in World Trade Center 7.
That's right. Pretty interesting, guys. I mean, it all connects. And, a 747 flying 15 feet off the ground, Shady?
Not
going to happen in the pentagram.
And not even touch the grass.
And not even touch the grass. Nope. Yep. Yeah. So this is Q Drop 4484 today, Shady. It happened today at 1300 hours, right when our show normally starts, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Right now, we're just taking a little bit because we've got live stuff to do. Shady just moved. I just moved. We'll be back to full time here soon. Also, we've been demonetized, which has really kind of hurt us. If you could support us with the Patreon, $10 or more gets you into the Q Plus Army server on Discord.
That's a fantastic group of people, by the way. To all of you that are supporting us there, I appreciate that so much. You have no idea how much it means to him and I that you care that much.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, we'll go over there in a little bit and say hi if you guys jump into voice. And see if there's nobody in voice right now, but we'll go into voice. You guys jump into voice. I'd like to come in and say hi to you guys in a minute. Over there at the Q Army Plus, you guys are over there. Yes, you can Discord on your phone fully, ALQVE. Absolutely. PayPal is a good way to do it as well. But this post right here goes to the Justice Department, and it talks about Attorney General William Barr on the nomination of Jay Clayton to serve as U.S. Attorney for the Southern District Court. Then we go to this right here saying SDNY, importance of SDNY, Southern District of New York, control, jurisdiction, Wiener, evidence collection, Clinton Foundation. Remember, we have an IG report that's, page 194, I believe, that says Clinton Foundation, crime against children, folks.
Yes.
Epstein evidence collection. Epstein is everything, folks. Epstein is the media. Epstein is everything. Prove me wrong.
Mossad, intelligence. Notice how even the documentaries they're doing about him. Wouldn't you think the most interesting thing about Jeffrey Epstein is he's directly connected to intelligence all around the world?
Right.
But they haphazardly leave that out of the documentary, don't they?
Yep. So he's the one. They keep blaming Trump. Trump.
Yeah.
Although we've got Justice Roberts on the plane logs.
We sure do.
We've got so many different people too, guys.
Allen Gint, or what's his name? Dershowitz.
Dershowitz, right? But he was only in his underwear, Shady.
Yeah. He never took his underwear off. He said.
And remember, there's two tracks to Epstein Island. There's the satanic cult, non-temple related, and then the temple related, where they possibly, we think they do really bad things, sacrifices. So this is Focus on the Above for now. Watch New York City. Goes to another tweet here, right here. It says U.S. Attorney SDNY statement on Attorney Jeffrey S. Berman on announcement of by Attorney General Barr. Basically, he decided to come out, Shady, and be political and not a service of his country. He made this all political. Do you want to read that, Shady? Can you read that?
Yep. This statement says, I learned in a press release from the Attorney General tonight that I was stepping down as United States Attorney. I have not resigned and have no intention of resigning my position, to which I was appointed by the judges of the United States District Court for the Southern District of New York. I will step down when a presidentially appointed nominee is confirmed by the Senate. Until then, our investigators will move forward without delay or interruption. I cherish every day that I work with the men and women of the office to pursue justice without fear or favor, and intend to ensure that this office important cases continue unimpeded. Good luck with that.
Right. Yeah. So that's that. Let's go back to this. This is the
Life
attorney.
comes at you fast.
Yeah, it does. And Barr on the nomination of Jay Clayton. Now, we've got a lot of people saying, oh, Jay Clayton is swamp, blah, 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 blah. I trust my president. I'm sorry. I've seen their narrative already, Shady, so just watch out for it.
Well, listen, we don't really care, do we? Think about this logically. Do you care if he's swamp or not? What we care
pretty much
about
everybody is swamp in the old
That's what I'm
system,
saying.
Shady, right?
So don't we care more about exposure?
Yes.
We care more about exposure than we do about bad people being put in positions. That has been the playbook, the Scaramucci model. That is what we're doing. That's how we expose them, is by putting them in places to see what they do. If they do the right thing, they do the right thing.
So the Scaramucci model, for people that don't know yet, basically is, you put somebody in as a temporary. Let's take the DNI director, Shady. What was
Grinnell?
Yeah, Grinnell. DNI director Grinnell was acting DNI until we got the
Ratcliffe.
Thank you, Ratcliffe confirmed. So what happened was they used DNI Grinnell to basically blow up the swamp, guys, and he's still blowing up the swamp.
Yeah, to declass the hidden information that we were specifically shown how they pretend that things are national security that are actually embarrassing to the institution. And Rick Grinnell was very forthcoming in presenting the information that was damaging to the institution.
And here's exactly what Grinnell did in a nutshell, except you're focused on COVID and riots. Okay, there's always a false flag happening when something happens bad to the D Party. And what happened bad to the D Party with Grinnell is that he gave you all of the testimony that was given by the actors to Adam Schiff. Schiff
who
openly
testified in the Star Chamber.
Yeah, in the Star Chamber. Schiff openly lied because he's immune, but everybody under oath said that there was no Russian collusion. Said that there was nothing happening. There was no laws broken, folks. Under oath.
while Adam Schiff used his immunity clause because he's an elected official to lie directly to your faces. And let's just not forget how he's weaponized the minds of your friends and family because they still walk around like banging into posts and each other going, Russia, Russia, Russia.
Yes. Question out there. When did Q start? Q started in October, I think 28th of 2017.
That's correct. October 28th of 2017. We're just a little over 2.5 years
And we're
since
at
the drops began.
444, almost 4,500 posts. So there's a lot to absorb.
There's been 400. There's been almost 500 posts in the last 30, 40 days.
That's right.
You know, it wasn't that long ago we hit 4,000. So, I
That's
mean,
right.
you know, the stuff is still coming out very, very quickly. But now, if you haven't gone back and read the post, if at least I would recommend you to go back and read the first 150 posts or so together at one time. It won't take you that long to get through them, but you will see the architecture of the program that we're running here. Like all of the players are named and their connections are pointed at, and the past of history and their connections are pointed at to sort of set us up for this foundation that we've built with all these other drops to come into the conversation and gets more out into the particulars of the deep state's little program that they have around the world out there.
That's right. So let's finish this. That's great. Very well said. So that's kind of in a nutshell that's happening right now, guys. I mean, we've got it all. There's so many future proofs past. There's so many zero deltas where Q and POTUS post at the same time, the same minute. It's mathematically impossible, statistically.
That's to let people know that's happened more than 40 times.
Yep.
Q has posted and the president posted within the same 1 minute time span. Like literally within the same between the minutes, not like from one to the next. In between the minute markers, they've done that 40 times. The odds of that happening 4 times in a 2-year period are like you winning the lottery 20 times in a year.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the mathematical equation that is the think logical explanation of how do you think Q is legitimate. This is how we know. Maybe it could happen once, but it can't happen 40 times in the span of a 2-year period.
That's right. That's absolutely right. So this is the guard. What we're witnessing is the guard refusing to step down. POTUS refusal to formally nominate, appointed to post by SDNY judges, unusual. Removal of acting, the stakes are high. They will fight. Super Bowl puppy show, Q. So the next Q post goes into this.
It's interesting that he talks about the appointed judges there because he is a temporary, appointed by judges. Look at what's happening with the Judge Sullivan and the FISA judges. They've taken the Patriot Act. You guys have to realize this. The Patriot Act, which was brought on by 9/11, was used to set up all of their little really fun things that they wanted to have in government that they were previously not allowed to do. And so they've mimicked these secret courts all around in multiple districts. You're watching your president dismantle that system.
Shady, what's up with Joe Perkins? Well, Tracy, she's going to win.
That's right. She is going to win.
That's what's up. I want to thank Marianne. Thank you very much. Donald J. Trump just tweeted, the silent majority is stronger than ever before. You know, it's interesting. In his speech, it seems like we hit on a lot of the topics before the show. It's because we're really starting to learn our president. And Q has really helped us, guys.
He's helped us so much.
Yeah, and this is what 4485 is. By the way, it was interesting, too, that Pompeo tweeted out the definition for treason recently, too. And then you've got this 28 U.S. Code. Yeah, traitor, excuse me. 28 U.S. Code 541, United States attorneys talking about the president shall appoint. That's why in the last post says the judge is appointed, unusual, because the president is supposed to appoint by and with the advice and consent of Senate. So this judge that he's removing is, or excuse me, this AG, what is he, an AG, SDNY?
Attorney General.
Yeah. Is in there falsely. He's not even in there legally, in the right way. So each United States attorney shall be appointed for a term of 4 years. Interesting, right? So, and Anon says, Barr can fire Berman, correct, Anons? 28 U.S. Code Section 541C, each United States attorney is subject to the removal by the president. And then here's Mercer, the puppy from Pompeo, 4450. Do Anons understand what is about to be unleashed? Q. Mercer.
Mercy?
No mercy. Correct.
No
Q.
mercy.
No mercy,
No
Shady.
leash.
By the way, I couldn't find that actual post. I went to June 12th, 2020 underneath Pompeo and I couldn't find it.
Oh, really? Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder if he posted it and took it down.
Could.
Well, see, let's remember that we had Attorney General Schneiderman, wasn't it Schneiderman or whatever his name was? He was the one that was removed that this temp took the place of.
Right.
So you know, they got rid of this guy and then they stuck this clown in as his replacement, and they've had to wait this out for the process to go through so they can get the new Attorney General in there in the SDNY. And let me tell you, you know, it's going to be, I think that whoever steps into that position is going to be shocked similarly to the way Barr was shocked when he stepped into his current position.
Yep. Nurse Amy, Digital Soldier 17, happy birthday. That's awesome. Right here, Shady, let's read this one, 4486. It kind of goes through a little bit more. And oh, by the way, unleashed means pain. Also, Mercer is an avenue over just 1 or 2 blocks over from the center of the Chad or Chop or whatever the heck they're calling it. So
Chop.
Yeah, so Mercer Avenue is near there, but I'm thinking mercy is mercy, no mercy, unleashed mercy. I don't know. It's just interesting. And a puppy show means that they're just stalling. Oh, we're being all cutesy tootsy, stalling because we can't defeat Trump, so we got to keep stalling. Does that make sense?
Right.
That's what I think it means.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here it is. So 4486, Shady.
CIA director early 2017 to April 2018. External Advisory Board CIA members during this time. Was Bill Barr a member of the board? What advantages might exist to incoming AG Barr regarding member of External Advisory Board in the CIA?
Ooh.
What advantages might exist to Secretary of State regarding former director of the CIA?
Huh.
It must be right. It must be according to the law. It must be proven. It's what you don't see. Durham is not the only game in town.
Oh, that's huge.
Now, you guys understand what that says here. That says that Barr was on an external advisory board outside of purview of current CIA members for over a year with Pompeo designing and investigating what the truth is.
Panetta.
Well, yeah. Well, no. Pompeo was he was a CIA director.
Oh, that's right. Was he early? Yep. Yeah. That's right. Oh my gosh, guys! And
Before
Barr was on the board. So you got Pompeo,
yes,
Barr, Huber, Durham. That's what I'm getting from this.
That's exactly what I'm getting, and all working together to try to find the edges so they could investigate, so they could do a real investigation, and to have Pompeo tweeting out the definition of traitor is very significant, because not only did Q make sure early on, I think it was like post 800 or something early on, about the definitions of a patriot and a traitor, that was to teach us so that all of us could understand. And now you have the Secretary of State attempting to teach America what the definitions are. So this is how we have to move through this. We have to educate people as we show them corruption in real time. A very complicated mission to set out on. You have to stand back and look at, look at all the pieces that have to work for this to come out.
And look at this.
Positive for us.
Somebody drew, look at that, the leash. It's about, do you understand what's about to be unleashed now, guys? Amazing. Amazing, folks. And then the last Q post goes to ABC Status talking about Barr. And I saw the mainstream news going, oh, well, maybe that'll give him another chance because Barr fired him and the president said he didn't fire him. And blah, 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 blah.
That sounds like Acosta.
How about that one Long Island girl? Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to say it. I can't say it, but out of here. See ya. So that's Barr's letter talking about I have approval. Shady, if you can read that. You want to read some of that for us?
Absolutely. So this was the letter to Jeffrey Berman or Beeman. What is it, Berman? I was surprised and quite disappointed by the press statement you released last night. As we discussed, I wanted the opportunity to choose a distinguished New York lawyer, Jay Clayton, to nominate as U.S. attorney for the cooperative. I can't read that. Oh, why is it getting blurry? For your cooperation to facilitate a smooth transition. When the Department of Justice advised the public of the president's intent to nominate your successor, I had understood that we were in ongoing discussions concerning the possibility of you remaining in the department or administration in one of the other senior positions that we discussed, including Assistant Attorney General for Civil Division and Chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission. While we advised the public that you would leave the U.S. Attorney's office in 2 weeks, I still hoped that your departure could be whatever. For some reason, I can't.
I know I think it's our.
If I went to the actual, bigger.
It doesn't get bigger. Look at how weird that is. Whoa. Hey. I'm teasing you. Is that better?
There you go. Yep. Unfortunately, with your statement of last night, you have chosen public spectacle over public service because you have declared that you have no intention of resigning. I have asked the president to remove you as of today, and he has done so by operation of law. The Deputy United States Attorney, Audrey Strauss, will become the acting United States Attorney, and I anticipate that she will serve in the capacity until a permanent successor is in place, citing the code and section. To the extent that your statement reflects a misunderstanding concerning how you may be displaced, it is well established that a court-appointed U.S. attorney is subject to removal by the president.
That's right.
See, also U.S.
But I'm Britt Hume, so the president didn't. He said when he was off the plane, he said just before he went to the Trump rally, he said he didn't fire him. So now that gives him the right to stay on, Shady.
Wrong.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna leave it in Barr's hands, is what Barr said. He's gonna leave it in.
It's a puppy show.
They're
really cutesy tootsie, aren't they? You understand?
They're really fun bunch over there.
That's right.
And then he goes on to say, your statement also wrongly implies that your continued tenure in the office is necessary to ensure that cases now pending in SDNY are handled appropriately. This is obviously false. I fully expect that the office will continue to handle all cases in the normal course and pursuant to Department of Justice. Woo!
I don't know what happened, Shady. I'm sorry. So that's basically it. I was
trying to type in sexy vinyl vixen, Shady, and I screwed it all up.
Britt Hume. Sorry, Shady. I don't know what happened.
He's basically telling him that you're fired.
Look at what happened to my screen. Look at this is my Twitter. Am I good now? Can you read that? Here, read this one right here, Shady.
Yeah, I've got that.
What the heck, guys? All right, so there you have it, folks. You get the gist, though. You got the gist, Shady. Good job.
Thank you.
This is our National Guard protecting. Thank God for the National Guard, folks. Protectors gather outside President Trump's campaign rally in Tulsa. Doesn't look like a lot of protesters. Let's hope and pray that everybody's okay tonight going home. All right, so let's go back to, you want to go say hi to the folks over there in the Q Army Plus server? I'm going to go in there right now, guys. You're going to be able to hear me right now, and I just want to say, thank you all for your support for being here in the Q Army Plus server, and you're going to be able to talk one at a time, guys. Who wants to say hello first? And let's say Zoltan. Zoltan, why don't you come say hello?
Okay. Well,
how are you?
Hello, everybody. Man, I got to tell you, it was a pumping night tonight. I am absolutely lit on fire, and I can't even express myself. As I was saying before, I think that it's important that people remember, all of our hard work is about to culminate into something beautiful. So be ready, mentally prepared, right?
Yeah, it's very good. And, thank you for your support. You've been, doing a great job in the server. I really appreciate you.
Oh, God bless you. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, brother.
Then we got Sparky. Sparky, say hello. Are you there?
Yeah.
There he is.
I'm listening to both sides. It's Sparky's fault, Fiona.
Sparky's fault. Yeah, you got to mute YouTube. But Sparky's doing a great job out there in the mods area too. But if you're in Discord, you're probably going to hear us before you go out onto, it's like that radio thing, right? Turn off your radio. But thank you, Sparky. You got anything to say about tonight's rally?
Actually, it was awesome. It was lots of Q bombs, man. That's for sure. I thought you were going to go through those numbers, man. There was a lot of relevant things.
Yeah, we had a lot of numbers, and I kind of dropped them during the show, during the thing. But there was a lot. And 2/12, if you go to February 12th, that's the Matrix post. And February 12th is also Lincoln's birthday. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Oh, definitely.
And my birthday. So yeah, pretty cool. We're all mad here. Say hello. How are you? Are you mad still? Or are you happy tonight? Mad or happy? Happy or mad?
Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy to be
I'm so happy. Sing it.
happy.
Yay. And guys, if you guys want to join us, we've got quite a few people here in chat. This is the Patreon right here. You go to patreon.com/intheMatrixxx. And right here, you select this $10 a month, and you can join us over on Discord. We're all mad here. What did you think about the rally tonight?
Oh, it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. And Oklahoma is actually my brother's home state. So way to bring it, Oklahoma.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Oklahoma. Thank your brother for us. Zoltan, you're going green. What's up? Just want to make sure you're...
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Nothing. I'll turn off my...
You've been doing some videos, too, out there on the YouTube land, too, haven't you?
I have. My life has been a little chaotic, so I haven't been able to get my live show up and running quite yet. But I've definitely got some different messages coming as things start to settle down.
Very good.
I think the Lord. I think the Lord is with us. He's walking with us every single day, and we are definitely adorned in the armor of God. We should also be strong in the Lord, maintain the path, keep the faith. And we will win. We will win. God wins this fight.
Absolutely. And, let us know when your show's ready. We'll get it out there to everybody, just like Black, White, No Difference. They might be having a show coming up here really soon, too. And we'll do that. LK Dark to Light is listening in. He says hello. He can't join in tonight, but he loves you all. Thank you, LK. Snow Fanatic, did you want to say anything about the rally tonight? Welcome. Okay, we'll go to Slow Drip Flood. How are you doing, my brother?
Hey, good, really good. It was quite a flood. It was the best rally. Yeah.
Wasn't that a great rally, huh? And thank you for your support too, my friend. You've been amazing, and you've got a lot of knowledge, and very impressed.
Well, we got 3 pages of sauce for everybody later.
Oh, can't wait to see that.
That was a good video. I mean, a good speech. Wow.
Yeah, it was. And it seems like he hit on a lot of the Q stuff, didn't he?
It was in segments, too. It was easy to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It was almost like a lot of Q proofs and a lot of Q isms all the way through. All right, so then let's go to Shadow Recon. How are you tonight, sir? Where are you? Are you home base or are you out and about traveling? If you can hear a Shadow Recon. Sandy, did you want to say anything? I'm just going up the line here. Test. Jackie.
Don't get
Good
shy.
evening, Patriots.
There
Trump!
you are. Trump 2020.
Trump 2020.
Yeah, he gave you a shout out with he loves the Italians. Loves the Italians. He's the girl that goes, "Get out of here." I don't want to say it. Shadow.
Get out of here.
Shadow, did you want to say something? I don't know if I skipped you.
Hi, Shadow.
Yep, we met Shadow in Tampa. That's right.
Tampa. Yeah.
Okay, Prayer Warrior, did you want to say anything? Just running up the. See, these are people that help us out and they support us every day by going to the Patreon. That's right up there on the screen. $10 per month. You click the includes the Discord benefits. You've got to have a Discord. Then you sync your Discord to the Patreon and Patreon to the Discord.
What a great rally. I'm so excited. I
know.
live in Florida and I cannot wait till he comes here.
Jacksonville.
I'm so excited. We're going to be there.
All right. I think I'm going to get there too. I heard that only press is going to be able to get inside, but I think that was, COVID fake news. We'll find out.
Even if I'm outside, I don't care.
Me too. We're going to go walk around asking if everybody knows who Q is.
Absolutely.
I can't wait. Maybe we'll meet each other.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Where's the Pastor Chatelet Kekistan? Hi, brother.
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. That was a great rally, man. I wanted to thank you and Shady for the show, and thank all the mods and everything. And we love you guys. We live for you guys. And where we going?
Where we go, when we go all. Chatelet, thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. Nana, do you want to say hello and what are your thoughts on the rally?
Well, hello, everyone. It was wonderful.
Wow.
I wanted to be there so bad.
Oh my gosh, me too.
And I mean, in Hoff, Mark Millen, there are representatives here. And
So you live there locally, huh?
Yes, 2 hours.
Very cool.
And he was talking about farming, and this is farm country, and he was talking about the guns, and this is gun country.
This is gun country, Oklahoma. Absolutely.
And it is Trump country.
Boom.
Boom.
Thank you very much, Nana. Lady Molly, did you want to say hello? And I'm just running up the list here.
Sure.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What did you think of the rally tonight?
I thought it was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. He did a good job, and the people were behind him, and it was real exciting. I thought it was real good. I'm glad he got to have it.
That's awesome. And, Nana, Lady Molly, you guys have been awesome. And, Shady and I thank you from the bottom of our hearts for you guys supporting us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And Jeps, how are you? Did you want to say anything about the rally tonight? And again, thank you for your support. Each and every one of these beautiful Patriots help us. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, it was pretty good tonight. Did you guys all see where AOC had openly admitted on Twitter that she had a bunch of TikTokers apply for tickets and stuff? It makes me wonder if she's the one that sent the Islamists out to cause trouble.
Could very well
the rally
be.
Was great. It was great. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, because they all are bowing to the squad. Remember, even at the POTUS speech, State of the Union, Nancy was looking at all the people in white, and those were your Muslim Brotherhood people.
Yep.
It's
But no, it was,
picture's
I've
starting to be
never seen
painted,
one.
isn't
I've
it?
never- Yeah. It's everything connects now. Everything is clicking and connecting easy, and you can see it, and then you get you want to just tell everybody that this, and this. It's crazy how you can just see it all connect. And
absolutely,
he was just throwing bombs out there tonight. It was so hard to keep up with him. And
Mother of all bombs, Moabs were dropping
Yeah.
tonight. Oh, and
Yeah,
by the
he
way, Pastor Chatelet's brother-in-law, stop tripping out. Come on, stop laughing. Much love, brother. I'm just reading some
I
of the
think the
chat here.
biggest bomb was the Obama cages. That was probably.
Yep, and I did
thought that
tweet
was
that,
pretty-
guys, too. So if the mods want to drop that into, it was 2014. Those cages were Biden-Obama cages, folks. Very good.
Crazy.
Thank you, Jeps. Great, and thank you for your support. We love you.
Well, thank you for doing this for us. We love it, and we all love you.
Yeah, and I'm just running with this.
Agreed.
Yeah, because of the way that this works, Shady can't talk to you right now because of the way that this works. But that's why I'm kind of running up the line here. But he wants to, I'm talking for him, but he's in the feed in the stream over there on YouTube, and he's right in here for you guys too. Again, guys, if you guys want to join us in this Discord, it is the Q Army Plus server. Q Army Plus, $10 a month will get you access to the Discord server. And please bother Pseudonym for any issues that you have, because she's the bomb. Who do we got? JDTBJ99. How are you?
You probably know me on your show as Jeffrey Fowler. So,
hey, how are you doing? Thank you for your support. I appreciate you being here.
yeah, I'm just ex-Navy, ex-DIA, ex-NHS.
God bless you for your service, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
I'm a big Q follower, been since it started. So there's a lot of people that I used to follow that turned out to be turncoats. So
yeah, I pretty much know all of them, sir.
Yeah, there's only about 4 or 5 that still are within the movement that should. The other ones are just useless anymore. But
yeah,
it's just
that's why you got to trust yourself. We're a cult that teaches people to think for themselves. Not a good way to have a cult, is it?
The fake news stuff that's been going on a long time before all this stuff. I mean, we've had it pulling into ports and in the back in Norfolk, we lost aircraft. They blamed it on the crew, and it had nothing to do with the crew. It was the pilot's error,
Wow. And Joker Army out there says Cult 45. Yeah, there's a lot more good than bad. And, remember the Q post that said 7 out of 10 planes that crash are not, are on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like that F-18 back in, about 3 or 4 years ago? 3 years ago?
That's right.
Right when Trump took over. I mean, that was controlled. That was a controlled crash. Somebody took control of that aircraft. That pilot was probably one of the best pilots in the world, and there's no way he would have crashed that plane.
Wow. And I think we still had the China circuit boards in there, and I believe they grounded most planes in the fleet, right? To change out the circuit boards.
Oh, you ever come down?
Yeah, they changed out the boards.
Yeah, and they were grounded. I think it was the Navy that was grounded. I can't remember.
What do you mean they
But
changed out?
very interesting. Guys, also, real quick, let me go back.
Oh, okay. You're talking.
Somebody's needs to mute. Who's talking on the phone? I couldn't tell who that was. All right, let me keep cruising up. Crack-a-lacka, did you want to say hello? I saw that you came off mute. Okay. Fiona, how are you, Fiona? Worldwide, this is.
Hey. Yes, it is worldwide. I'm well, thanks. And yourself?
I'm very good. What time is it over there down under?
Oh, I'm on a Sunday at 12:42 p.m.
Wow. Did I have a good day?
Yeah.
Did I have a good day so far today? Or tomorrow?
My sleeping pattern for you guys. I missed out on most of the rally because I'm helping out Mum and Dad at the moment.
Oh, yes,
in
yes.
Sydney.
Hope they're well. Hope they're well.
Yeah, it's old age. You get that.
Yeah, so like Biden.
No,
That's not that way.
No.
Oh, well, he's like Trump. They cut it so he could run down the stairs. They didn't show that, did they?
So it was funny listening to you do your 1 year Delta. I laughed I woke up and I booked him going straight away going, who is this guy? I don't recognize that voice. And it was you.
Hey, and yeah, so that was it 1 year from today.
Delta.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm like, my God, voice is so different. But anyway.
Well, on the iPhone, I guess, then, I can put in a little bass here. You know what I mean, Fiona? I can put a little bass here,
Ski.
Let me see if Freedom, and what do you think? Okay, real quick, Fiona, because you're Australian, what do you think of our president in the United States of America? Do you think that this is a worldwide movement? Just your thoughts quickly.
100% worldwide, because what happens in America has a huge ripple effect across the world. I've been full support of him from the day he put himself out there. Before 2015 when he, well,
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, 2015, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And I was working in the library at the time, and that particular day, when the votes were being counted, I'm walking around the library going, yes, there's another state of America. Yes, another one. Yes, Trump's won. Yes, it's going to be exactly the same.
Absolutely, and you know,
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
You know, we're on the track of Five Eyes. We understand all that. You know what I mean? So
that really.
Yeah, you cut the strings, it'll roll downhill, I believe. So worldwide,
Absolutely.
Fiona, and watch those drop bears.
For sure.
Still can't say it right. Can't say it for me.
Drop bear.
Drop bear. Drop bear. Drop bear.
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 Drop bear.
Drop bear.
Yeah, check. Five
Budgie
bear.
huggers. Budgie smuggler. That's right.
That's the one.
Freedom. Freedom T. Cheers to you, Fiona. I love you. And thank you.
You too.
Freedom to be woke. To be woke. Freedom to be woke. Are you there? How are you? All right. And if you want to talk, it's okay. If you don't, it's okay too. Oh, there you are. I see you, Freedom to be woke. Did you want to say hello? If not, it's okay. It's kind of scary. Boo. All right, Aaron, how are you, Aaron? If Aaron wants to speak. If not, we're going to go right over to David. David Jones.
Boom.
Boom shakalaka, my friend. Thank you for your support, my brother.
No problem. All I want to say real quick is that you guys are amazing, and I appreciate everything that you guys do. And anyone that's questioning if they want to join the Discord or not, it is absolutely amazing to be able to talk to like-minded patriots.
Absolutely. Thank you, David. And you've been really amazing here. And Pretty in Black 808 says she just joined, but I'm lost. So what we're doing, Pretty in Black, is if you go over to Patreon, we have a $10 a month. You can join there, and you can join us in our Discord server where we share information. We can talk, we can chat. We come over and sometimes after the show and just kind of do a breakdown of what we did, like the despotism show, guys. That was a crazy show. I mean, that one did really well. So yeah, David, what did you think of that show?
Loved it.
And like Q kind of posted what we kind of went over. Kind of crazy, right?
I believe Q is watching all of us.
And that means all of us. It's not just this show. There's other shows too. I do, and many Patreons, you know. Was there a Q drop? Let me see. I don't see one. I don't see a Q drop. Nope, no Q drop yet. But wouldn't that be great? So get on over to the Q Army Plus server. Let me see if I missed anybody. Does anybody else want to? If I missed anybody, who wants to say hello?
Hey, Matrix.
Yeah.
Hey, Matrix. Can you hear me now? It's Freedom.
I got you, Freedom. There you are. Hi.
Thank you so much. I'm new to this, so I had to go into my device settings. But hey, I just wanted to thank everybody for everything you guys are doing. My mother was actually the one that red pilled me about 3 months ago, and it was with Out of Shadows. And
Boom.
I found you guys when you guys did your interview. And I just have to say, I dove so deep. And I just finally got to visit my parents last week after all this COVID crap. And I got her on Twitter, and she was immediately put in Twitter jail within 2 days.
Oh,
She's an
my
awesome
gosh.
patriot.
God bless her. You
Yeah.
give her a high five and a hug for me. That's amazing.
She's following you. She's following Shady. She's amazing, and you guys are all amazing. And thank you for hosting that chat today at the rally. That was my first rally, everybody. And,
Oh, nice.
I have walked away. Guaranteed walked away. So thank you.
So what did you
all.
think of that rally? If that's your first one, that's kind of amazing because a lot of times people are like, "Oh, Orange Man bad. I don't want to watch that guy." Right?
You know, I just caught up on your show from Wednesday, and you had that Reagan speech on there. That shit made me cry. Sorry, excuse my French.
It's okay.
That made me cry. And then you played
it's German,
the,
but I'm just kidding.
Speech. You played the election speech that Trump did in 2016, and that just put goosebumps all over me. Watching that rally today, I mean, it made me proud to be an American. It made me have so much more hope because all of this destruction we're watching, all of this stuff the mainstream media keeps feeding us. I mean, we can't watch anything without getting discouraged. I mean, just the other day I went on and I saw some sick stuff coming from Cartoon Network, Adult Swim.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the stuff that they have on TV that they're feeding our children, or even just us at late night. I mean, it's just getting beyond anything I could have ever imagined. And listening to Trump tonight was so gratifying. I mean, I am so on fire that I just want to go out and I just want to start campaigning for him and get everybody walking away.
Freedom, I'm so proud of you that you actually took the time to watch your first rally and actually realize that the mainstream media is lying to you, and actually hearing him. If you get over the orange man bad programming that you've been installed with, you know, you get that out of your system, realizing that they're controlling the message. That's why he had to tell the stories of him walking down just little things like that. They gave me another disease because I drank water funny. They said he had Parkinson's. I mean,
Exactly.
And what do you think about, the Democrat cities and states? He's having to show people, and Q says this, we have to show the people what's going on for them to have their will changed,
Yeah, listen, I lived in Seattle for 8 years. I moved out of there in 2013, and to watch that city get destroyed, and I left a piece of my heart in that city. That city is beautiful, but when I left, I felt the hardness of that city. I felt it changing and turning, even with Portland so close and nearby. And it's just a travesty to see the destruction that they're doing to these places. And I feel so bad for the people that are stuck there. I have friends that are there, and I keep telling them, just leave, get out of there.
Yeah. It's hard to move too. They kind of got you trapped. Like getting out of California, it costs a lot to get out of there,
I grew up in California too. So I feel like all of my heartlands, I'm watching them affected. And, me and my mom have had really, deep dive conversations. And we really, truly feel that God moved us out of those cities on purpose, because we just recently moved to Utah. I relocated for work. They relocated just to have a retirement. They're in southern Utah, and I'm in the city. And we feel blessed. We feel like God moved us at the right time.
It's amazing. And thank you for you, Freedom to be Woke. Thank you so much. And that Out of Shadows movie got 1 million views overnight in 24 hours. And Mike and Brad and Liz are really good friends. I'm so honored that they used my quote, "The truth is learned, never told," at the end. And they're very good friends. And there's more. We're going to have Mike on next week, so stay tuned.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.
I wanted to say welcome aboard and thank you for joining the Q Army.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
And we're all mad here. Isn't mad all the time. She's really kind of a nice person. Don't let the name scare you.
I kind of am. He's blowing my cover, but hey, it's okay.
She's from New Jersey.
There's that Crackalacka. How you doing?
How you doing?
Forget about it.
What'd you think about the rally today, Crackalacka?
It was great.
Pretty amazing.
I mean, he hit on a lot of points that we're always talking about on this show and on Salty Cracker and all the other conservative shows.
Yeah, and thank you for your support, my friend. I am so honored to have each and every one of you there. Who's saying that? Who's that?
It's Justin Heck, man.
Hey, what's up? This is I can't even read. Urag.
That's my gaming stuff, my name on there, but
welcome. What did you think of the rally today, my friend?
Oh, I thought it was great, and I like how he tells stories and just kind of drags it along, and it just I really like watching him. But what I was going to tell you is when he went off the air, I turned on MSNBC, and they're showing the stadium half full and saying that he couldn't even fill half of the stadium, and that there was no people outside, as in Trump people that couldn't get into the arena.
Wow.
And they said they made a really big deal about how long he took about walking down the ramp during, and they said it was just a complete failure. And I'm sitting there going, they didn't watch the same thing I just watched.
Right. And did they see Joe Biden's rally by any chance? just wondering. And that really high energy speech he had.
Well,
what is wrong with these
and then
people, right?
And then they started in on the COVID thing, you know.
Oh, yeah.
there was health workers in there, and there's people screaming, and now they got COVID, and I mean, they just kept on and on. So it's really pathetic. My mom is up there watching it, and she's like, "These people are stupid."
Yeah. Oh, look, Sparky just said these people are stupid too. Look at what was just dropped here.
My mom's 77 years old, and I've red pilled her over the last year, and so that's a really good thing. And all my nephews, and I'm working on my brother right now. So
Right. Good for you. Good for you. And thank you very much for your support. Did I miss anybody that might have jumped in late? And then we're just going to go ahead out of the show. Recon, are you there? Did you say anything yet? Oh, Lucida, Luis, DA, hello. I don't know if I can hear you. Okay. Uh-oh, you got to mute your radio. I feel like I'm on the radio, guys. Okay, so we'll just do that later, guys. Thank you very much, everybody in Discord. Really appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys want to join, get over to the Patreon right here, patreon.com/intheMatrixxx, and get over to Q Army Plus. $10 gets you the Discord. Did anybody just jump in before I head out?
Matrix, I just wanted to say something real quick.
Sure.
I love you guys so much, and oh my gosh, POTUS crushed it, right? I mean, he was on fire. And the only thing I could think of the whole time was Joe Biden is dead meat if they actually end up, you know, in some sort of debate. He's going to run circles around that poor man.
100%. And I think I'm showing you guys, and thank you very much for your support. What did you think of, what do you think of the Matrix Groove Hour? And you're here supporting us. I can't thank you enough. Shady and I love you very much. Each and every one of you. Please share it. All right, guys. Who else?
Everything that you guys do for us every day. Y'all are true blessings. You really are.
Thank you so much,
Second
Concordia.
that, and lots of love to you guys, both you and Shady. Really huge impact.
We've been through a lot, and thank you guys for all your support.
Here to support, standing by.
There's Shadow Recon. Recon, what do you think? How you doing, brother?
Pulling it together. Just getting remotivated, watching our president take a stand against these satanic people in the government.
Absolutely. He's nailing it right now. Nailing it. Oh, wow. Pretty in Black just joined us. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to head out of here, guys. Simba, did you want to say something before I head out? I didn't see you there.
Thank you. I just have a question. It's about 3 days and 3 nights, the tweet that was posted on Discord. And it basically was about all these countries, the monarchy and the Vatican, how it's submitted to Trump.
Yes.
I just want to know I wanted to know your interpretation or your feelings about all.
I think he's 100% dead on.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just got chills all over my body.
Yeah,
And that's
because
all need
I
to
do know
hear.
3 days, 3 nights. A lot of people are trying to call them shills, but you get called shills when you're over the target. Believe us, we know that.
Man, all my hair is standing on end.
Yeah, you look at the POTUS leading and walking in front of the Queen. That is not ever done. The Queen gave him a salute and honors that no president has ever received. Then she moved underneath her crest. She moved out of the way so the POTUS could stand underneath the crest. So there's a lot of things, a lot of symbolism with these kind of ceremonies that lead you to believe that, yes, the president is in complete control.
You're feeding back terrible right now.
And his first one was Saudi Arabia, isn't it?
It's not me feeding back. It's somebody else.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much for that, Matrix. Thank you.
Simba, you got it.
And
And thank you. We're going to head out of here.
I just want to say that I'm going up to Jacksonville, and I'm in Deerfield or Boca area, and maybe we can go together.
Right on. I'm in Palm City. Palm City exit.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, guys.
I'll see you.
Matrix.
Thank you. All right, guys. That's it. Shady, what do you think?
Man, I think that was an amazing rally. I really appreciate all of the great Patriots that you just spoke with there. Guys, I wasn't able to talk to you because it would feed back to us. And it's kind of, I know it doesn't sound all that great, but thank you so much for all of your work and for coming to this movement, for taking the time out to care about America, for taking the time out to support this channel, to listen to our shows, to come to our shows, to make the environment. You have to realize, everyone, I mean, you can go out there on a lot of YouTube shows and get involved with a lot of chat. But really, you know, whenever I started the Q Lounge, I had this idea about how the chat would be operated around the moderators bringing the actual links and the actual sauce right there as we were discussing things in real time to create an archive and a record with going along with the show. And I really do see that vision in plain sight whenever we hop onto a stream, because all of you guys that come to the show and come here make this like a family to us, and we look forward to it. You know, I can't really think of too many things that I've had to do that I've wanted to do as a job that made me so excited to get on here and turn on the microphone and have fun and cut up and also be serious and direct and strong with all of you, because we are learning our strength, and that's how we win this, my brother.
That's it. That's right. And we couldn't do it without you. We also have the PayPal. Links are below. Somebody was saying that they just got this shirt right here with the Q and with the Q, like the Rolling Stones kind of thing. Please support us if you can. We got some really cool shirts that were made by Patriot friend of ours. So if you want to get that, it's called the Q Red Pill shirt. It's not just that shirt. I mean, look at all the stuff that you can get with it. See what I mean? You can get a lot of things, guys. It's not just the shirt, but we just put the designs up there simply so you can check them out. So please help us out on intheMatrixxx Teespring account. The towels, the towels are amazing. I've got this one here and the Red Pill one right here. They're amazing towels. They look so good, folks. So please check us out. Shady, what do you think? We'll take them out of here. What do you want to do? Your final thoughts, because I know that you couldn't talk with everybody.
I would. I'd like for everybody to pay extra attention. I would like for you to notice whenever people are asking questions, and whenever people ask you a question, I would like for you to answer them in a simple form. Don't get too deep. Don't get too complicated too quickly. If you say something too much over the top, it's possible that you run somebody off. So be very direct with what you say and speak in the form of questions. Q has taught you, this has been my method for red pilling for many years, is to ask people the questions and get them interested so they go looking for themselves. And so that is really a lot of our power. And also I would like to share, I'm going to drop a link for you guys if you'd like to check me out. I did an interview with Sean Morgan on YouTube that aired a little while ago. And
I didn't even know that.
I was going to drop that to you guys. Yes, he's going to get. Oh, don't worry, he's going to get you on.
No, I wanted to see your interview. Forget me. I want to see yours.
Come support his channel, and he's done. I think
That's
he had
awesome.
Brain Medic on, and he's going to have Matrix on here soon, and a few other people. So I just really like to finally see a little bit of a larger conversation being started right now. It's outside of the realm of Q. We're not necessarily talking about Q all the time. We're talking about America. We're talking about our president. Those are very, very important conversations, and Q has helped empower us to speak about it. And you guys are amazing. So I can't wait, Matrix. I love doing a rally with you.
Yeah, let's do it. I know. Jacksonville. Maybe we'll have to do that one. We'll have to figure that out. I still haven't gotten my tickets for Mount Trumpmore.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get my tickets either, but I'm still going to go. If anybody's going to be there in Mount Rushmore, I'm going to be
Mount
there.
Trumpmore.
Not yet.
Oh, darn it.
I got to go see it before they put Trump's head on there.
All right. You got to scope out a nice location for it?
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out where the best location would be for Trump's sculpture.
Awesome. Shady, where did you drop that?
I dropped it in the chat.
There it is. Shady's interview. Got it. Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure we got it because you're amazing, Shady. And I wouldn't be here without you, my friend.
Well, I wouldn't be here without you either, because I tell you what, the stuff that we've been through is pretty unprecedented. It's going to make a good book, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, we got a good book coming for you guys. Couple good books. Just our, Shady's story, my story, that each book, that's one book each. Then Shady and I together, and then how Shady and I figured out the bot network. It's amazing, guys. It truly is amazing. And just so honored to be here with each and every one of you. Let's get out of here with the way. Guys,
I'm gonna grab a little bite to eat, and we'll join you guys over in the Discord.
All right, see you over there. Much love, everybody. In the Matrix at 3x's.com. Shady, Groove, 3 O's. In the Matrix, 3 X's. Let's do this, guys.
How about it now? Pfizer brings the house right down. They built the house on quicksand. The foundation ain't found on common ground. But that's okay with us, 'cause in Q Plus we trust. And now we get it going. Popcorn, lights, camera, action, motion pictures showing. Yeah. And that's the way it is. For all the treasonous, I'm really meaning this. Pop quiz, have you heard that kids be their dirty biz? Oh what, did I stutter? You think I'm churning shit for butter? Kids go missing like the milkman, from the carton to the udder. Well, check the numbers. Yeah, now that's some sick shit. Human traffic feed the super rich. Like an addict with a bad habit, follow white rabbits down the hole. That's where Alice lives. Whoops, I mean Killary. Ain't just silent, but the violence quietly killing me. Silly me, I just think in trilogies. Obama be from Kenya, so can you start feeling me? Well, how about it now? We making supersonic sounds, booms aloud, blowing tunnels underground, till they found, 'cause Q get around town, flip the upside down, Baphomet his match now, pound for pound, they bullshit, don't have a cow, we winning now, so get engaged before the vow, married to the numbers, wake the masses from the slumber, yeah, and pray to God. We got the finest military, a little scary, like a Harry Halle Berry or Dirty Harry, 'cause Eastwood wouldn't argue clearly, back to Barry. The fact his surname is Satoru, who funded ISIS, no slashing prices like he's Zorro. This is the moral of the story that I'm pitching. You wanna know the truth, follow Q, see the treason. 'Tis the season, they all fall for good reason. Oh, what a blessing, like a gift on Christmas evening. No Liam Neeson, we've been taken by a demon, not playing like recital, scratch the surface like a vinyl. Well, how about it now? All the clowns are looking Gitmo bound. Dogs or hounds, we sniff them out, round them up and send them back into the biggest pound. Yeah, and that's the way it is. For all the treasonous, I'm really meaning this. Popcorn's popping like in August when we heated it, and now we eating it. They ain't impeaching shit, but they can scream and kick 2/3 vote in the Senate, that's a joke. Oh, what a show. It's got a lot of comedy, the drama gotta go. Ironically, it's gotta be the clowns we gotta roast. We laughing, thinking logically, the future proven post. The past be that anomaly, we got more than we know. We got it chronologically, the clock is getting close. In fact, the news unlocks the map, the key is in the stone. No math impossibility, coincidence is known.
Much love, guys. At Shady Groove with 3 O's, at intheMatrixxx 3 X's on Twitter. YouTube, intheMatrixxx, typed out 3 X's. Press enter to find us. We are so censored. Help us get the word out. Break the chains of censorship. I dare you to share our show. I dare you to share our channel. I love you guys. See you Monday.